Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
All right, welcome to This is Podcasting. I'm your host, Connor.
This is my favorite song that we've ever done.
Why he's like trying to recreate a light show with sound?
I love it.
Check your mic, boy.
All right, I got my co-host, Jaden, and I got former guest, Calvin.
Gee. Sorry.
Welcome to Three Boys, One Couch,
Yes.
where we're going to sit down and we're going to do a commentary on a film.
Hopefully learn some lessons along the way.
Yeah, we're going to talk about The Tomorrow War, starring Chris Pratt.
Crispy Rat.
This is a
film that I've been badgered about watching for months now. So I finally
I think it's been out that
have been relented.
It's been on like 2 months.
Yeah,
dang,
yeah,
shit.
months. So now it's
Even
plural.
more months depending on the time you listen to this podcast.
literally more than a half a dozen weeks.
It might be eons from now depending on when you listen to this.
We will be that culturally relevant.
Yeah, like on Mars stations.
I hope not, because this film is garbage to me. But
Yeah.
I'm excited to talk about it, and I mostly want to just see Calvin's reaction.
After Jeffrey
to this film.
Bezos colonies Mars, we're only going to be allowed to watch Amazon originals.
I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're this an Amazon Prime film, and we're just gonna start it off from the beginning. So we're starting this in 3, 2, 1.
Or we just jumped 8 seconds when you press play. That was weird.
Oh, stop it, man. Yeah, it wasn't exactly from the beginning. Stop giving me a hard time.
No, like it literally went from 3 to 8 to
seconds.
8.
We're gonna have to call Amazon, dude.
Jeffrey Bezos.
Get our money back for those 8 seconds.
Okay, already like
I'm annoyed that
I'm just
Paramount
seeing
was
like
a part of this.
Well, I'm just already seeing 2 hours and 20 minutes. Like, what?
Yeah, it starts off great, with just Chris Pratt falling from the sky. Yeah, it looks real good. Oh, hopefully he hits that pool.
What is this, war zone?
I hate that because like there's still such an impact from hitting water from such a high.
They're
it's
dead.
concrete, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's not different than hitting.
And it's
the
not
building.
like it's like a 6 foot deep pool. Like,
I love it.
like they're all standing in it now.
Don't worry, Calvin. Later on, the scene gets much worse. It's much more frustrating.
I just wish that Chris Pratt would go back to being like a funny guy.
I agree with that he's not. It's nothing against Chris Pratt. It's just, and I'm not saying you need to typecast everyone. It's just like, kind of like he's good at being like kind of funny guy, but also in a lead role.
Yeah.
Where he can also do kind of macho stuff. That's not what he is in this film.
What is this music? Why try and change the tone this much?
Dude, I don't know why they started the movie like that. It makes
I don't
no
either.
sense.
I thought I liked the palette and the things that they were working with, like in terms of color. I don't understand what's going on anymore. I also don't understand
said
like
28 years
why are
earlier.
so many people outside? Like that's not normal.
You'll just have to find out, I guess. I hate this. He like starts out. He's like got some theory or some kind of invention he's trying to sell or whatever. He's like, he's Chris Pratt, but he's also like, I'm also a very smart guy, and it's not sold in this film because that's just not who Chris Pratt is. Like,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, this is just like. Why does he still have his earbuds in?
He's on the phone,
he's on the
dude.
phone right now, or he's waiting for a call. I guess.
Yeah, he's on hold, I would assume. Yeah, they're watching soccer.
Yeah, the
obviously-
American tradition of watching.
This is what everyone does.
Yeah.
On
I mean,
Christmas
it's
Day.
I mean, they
At
do
your
it.
Christmas
It's
party,
literally like Boxing Day, like the day after Christmas in the UK is a big day. Like that's when like all of the like some like big derbies are played is on Boxing Day.
Do you know why it's
What the
called
fuck
that?
are you talking about right
Boxing
now?
Day is the day after Christmas, where
That's when,
with all of they're getting rid of all the boxes.
Oh, that's when the new Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So Spider-Man comes out in like mid-December for Americans.
Yeah.
The No Way Home.
Yeah.
It comes out on Boxing Day in like Australia.
Yeah,
I didn't know what Boxing Day
Yeah,
was
Boxing
until
Day
now.
is a it's something to do with the boxes. I don't remember if it's them like throwing things away or whatever the hell they do with boxes in the UK that wouldn't
Yeah.
make a day.
We're celebrating a
necessary
day
for it.
of all of the trash from our capitalist greed.
So this part is weird because again, he's like, "Oh, I'm like a high school teacher and I love science or whatever," but then he's also like, I also ran combat missions in Iran. It's just it gives you a lot of like obvious like background on this character. I think.
Yeah, it's just basic Chris Pratt character development, just like in Jurassic World. He's
Yeah.
really good at stuff.
It's also weird that a company is actually calling
He's
someone
really good
back.
at stuff with no visual explanation of
No.
why he's good at it.
Or
You're
like
just
why?
told he's
Yeah,
good
like
at it.
why would he be
Yeah.
good at these two things?
I think already the most unrealistic thing here is a company calling someone back to let them know that they didn't get a job.
I think the most unrealistic thing about this
No one
is
is that courteous.
Yeah, exactly. He was also very you're a good candidate, like whatever, like.
the most unrealistic part of this scene is the cardigan that Chris Pratt is wearing. It's hideous.
It's also poorly buttoned. Like, come on, man. Like, you look like a slob.
It's terrible.
I like the cardigan.
Yeah, what is this?
What is he doing?
Children's
next to-
Encyclopedia of Science.
This kid she just reads encyclopedias. That's just what she does. Come on.
A house full of people on Christmas Day. Like,
Let me.
They're not even like
you could be
interacting.
watching. You could be watching soccer right now, but no,
They're
you're
not-
reading the encyclopedia.
They're literally not even interacting with a single other person at their party.
Is
It's
this
so
their
goofy.
house?
It is. It's their house. Yeah.
And they're the only ones sitting on the couch.
Everyone else is actually having a party, and they're the only ones having some kind of like existential family crisis night right now.
Worms and poop. That's the best line in the movie.
Yeah, why is this like it's scripted as like a family drama, and then you have like 40 people behind them?
The scene makes zero sense.
Yeah, I mean,
He literally just
Oh.
didn't get the job.
He was
that
the best.
dad
right,
sucks.
right. The fields. You're the best science dad.
I honestly, whenever I watch a movie, I would rather be told what the character is than see what the character is. I think this film does a really good job at minimizing my involvement in it because I'm just told what I need to feel instead of actually having to take the time to watch it. And I appreciate this film for minimizing my need to be involved in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's great.
I don't feel like I've missed anything yet. Oh yeah.
It's Chris Pratt's acting chops. It's really showing right here.
I just think I don't think he's bad. I just think he's put in a script that he's just not right for is mostly what I don't
Yeah,
like.
he needs a new fucking agent, dude. Oh, are they gonna score a goal in soccer? Everyone turns around because it's finally interesting. Oh, go! Now we're actually on the field.
I think like narratively, I actually like the change.
Oh, it
to
reminds me of like a
being-
Nike commercial.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's like it's the color from outer space.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I like that it changes to the actual people on the field instead of the viewer like seeing it from the TV. I actually kind of like this part. I think it's an interesting way to change your kind of camera technique and how you're gonna use it in the narrative. You know.
Like they're all just like all the soccer players just standing there. I'd be running the fuck away.
I
And
do
all
like-
you do is run anyways. So
It is kind of funny how they're just like, okay, yeah, there's every like, yeah, it is a little odd. I still kind of like this scene.
oh, don't forget
think
about
it's
the main
interesting.
character.
Wow, what is
I can see that.
Oh my god.
This is such a good delivery.
I think it's
We are fighting a war.
she somehow also patched into the PA system of the stadium.
Yeah, she literally said that like you're tapped in. Like that's how it works.
You're fine. It's interesting to me to think that people from the future would find a way to be like they need help from the past. not everything about this movie is bad. I think it's an interesting idea. Just executed in a bad way, I think.
Yeah. The Tomorrow War.
Oh my god. It's so.
I feel like
Oh, more new
scripted.
segments.
the director must be like, pretend like you're saying this scene for a fucking movie. Like that was the direction that she got. Like, don't act like a real person from the future. Don't like embody a character. Oh, say it like it's in a movie.
Like, literally
Do
have
that.
a half-second pause in between every word that you speak.
Yeah,
It's
please
awful,
act as
yeah.
soulless as possible.
Yeah.
I'm looking for zero character here, if possible. Just someone to say
And now
the
it's
words.
explaining. So we're missing the whole part where it's explaining the movie to us.
So, who?
The world leaders, they agreed, man. So now everyone has to do it. The world leaders agreed.
I love how everyone is just absolutely believes this too immediately. Like we just did Arrival, and literally no one even wants to
Oh my
share.
god, that's
like,
so good. Because in Arrival, like they're all fear mongering, and they're like, we can't come to an agreement on anything, even though these aliens are not even combative in any way. And then people from the future show up, and they're like, we need you to be combative in every way. And they're like, okay, we'll do that.
yeah,
It's so
like,
goofy.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, this movie is something, man.
I mean, it's already hooked me.
I don't know how it couldn't.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt almost crying on screen holding a child actor. If that doesn't get you into this film, I don't know what will.
Maybe some larger dinosaurs. Like that tweet, like, oh, but really 18 or 19 of them are on the loose.
Dude, you gotta follow the Now This Is Podcasting Facebook. We got Jaden's putting up quality posts, dude. They crack me up. I like that you don't consult any of us on them either. You just post them,
Yeah.
which is great because you're much funnier at that, like, much better at that than I am. They're excellent posts.
It's funny, sometimes I feel like they're better than the actual content we're like trying to make.
I love this part. He's like explaining carbon dioxide and that it's called CO2 and teaching her about all this. Now you know he's real science guy. This is
Yeah.
science dad here.
Not only that, like, she reads the encyclopedia, like she should be telling him
Yeah.
like what CO2 is.
So you remember when we talked about Interstellar and we talked about how kind of Murph put some pieces together that Cooper was going to be gone for a long time, and that felt kind of natural how that happened. That she's intelligent, you know. This intelligence of
No, there's not a single thing in here that feels natural.
it's forced on you. It's like
I feel like one of these students. That's this movie.
yeah, yeah. That's so great. God, he's so miscast in this.
I mean, it's not even that he's miscast. Like, this is just poor editing and poor
Everything.
camera setup. Like, you're not creating an engaging image by putting him right here. So the script and the acting have to be the point. They have to be an amazing thing for you to give you such a bland stock image when you frame him like
Oh, and
that.
the one kid who raises his hand all the time but does not want to. The teacher doesn't want to talk to him. It's in every movie.
Volcanoes of nature's fury. Why was that like important?
Why does that girl who said like college, it's all bullshit, look like she's like 30 years old?
I don't know. It looks like she has not gotten an ounce of sun in her life.
I
either.
know. Her poor.
Oh, Jaden.
Poor bags under her eyes. Again,
This shit's pretty fucked.
I think there's
Look
an,
at this. Why are we doing a fisheye lens here? Like, have you noticed like how things are like?
Yes, it's
curved
very
on the
weird,
ends,
and
yeah.
the camera keeps fucking moving.
Yeah, which is like, I feel like they just did that over and over, and then like we'll just cut it together and like, it's meant to like convey a sense of
It has not stopped zooming
drama.
in the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely, on every single one of the one of these people. But it's really weird that we're doing. I feel like he's using a fisheye lens because they couldn't get the camera back enough
I would just
for a
not
wide
have a
enough
phone
shot.
at this point if that's how you're getting drafted, is via text message. I'm like, okay, I'm just not going to pay my phone bill.
I think they can probably grab you some of them. You know? I don't think it's exclusive to Amber Alerts.
They have a deal. The government has a deal with Verizon, so that we're all chipped like with 5G. Because
Hey, dude, that's the conspiracy theories, man.
I mean, that's how we all get drafted.
I think there's an interesting part to this, though. Like, we'll see in a minute, but it's like the reason people get picked, I think, is interesting. Again, this movie is not short on, I think, kind of good ideas. It's just, it's really heavy on poor execution.
Shirtless Chris Pratt.
Oh man,
Has to happen every time Chris Pratt's on screen.
oh man, she's into him.
That's not, like, so he's supposed to be funny guy. He's supposed to be science guy. He's supposed to be teacher guy. He's supposed to be I did ops and I ran guy. I'm just saying you can't have all these in one character. That's why I just all kind of the writing that went into this character, I think is so missing the tone of what it should be. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Like he's trying to be like multiple things, and he isn't any of them.
He's like, oh, I'm buckled up into a seat now. But then just a minute ago, he's trying to have a serious talk with his students, and I just think his character tonally is all over the place.
Not only that scene went on forever. Them talking like in the classroom, like we already know everything that they were talking about. So why did it go on for almost 5 minutes?
You're right. We had that really, really fun and exciting news montage to explain to us what was going on.
Yeah.
If there's any way I like exposition given to me, it's through Fox News.
Yeah,
You know?
guy at desk.
I love that.
That's one of the more compelling ways to
Yeah.
explain what's going on.
If you can take any notes from the great film Phantom Menace, it's that most of the best dialogue takes place through like senators. You know, that's how we really want to understand our film is through politicians. Oh boy.
I like that line. Make your pain face, Chris.
He's been time stamped now.
Interesting.
Now you got this sweet bracelet. Or a cuff. I don't know what you
Future
call that.
War. Future War. They said it. That's the name of the film. Now I know what I'm watching.
It's not the name of the film, but it's close.
It would be great if he said, this facilitates your jump to the Future War. That would have been great if he had said that.
Isn't that what he said?
Oh, no, it's the Tomorrow War.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck,
Yeah,
you're right.
exactly.
This could have
Same
been,
thing.
It's interchangeable to me. This could have been called Future War. I think I've actually...
Could have been War of next year.
Yeah, you could have just called it the war. Like that's what people would have called.
You could just not
all
made the
engagements that were
movie.
in.
I might have texted Calvin and been like, hey, we're going to do a commentary on Future War. And he knew what I was talking about because this movie is bland enough that any title would have, including the future and a war, would have fit it.
Oh man, she is loving him. You're literally serving right now.
Yeah.
As
She said
well.
again.
Well, no, because he was in Iran 15
Yeah,
years ago.
but like, why is she thanking him for his service? Like,
She said
Did you
again.
go around like with your Navy buddies, being like, "Thank you for your service"? sir?"
Oh, yeah, that's weird because she is also in
yeah,
the military.
She's
Yeah.
part of it.
Dude, I despise being thanked for my service. First of all, because I don't think I did anything while I was in. That's just... But I just think it's a weird thing that people say to each other. I think it's really odd. I mean... I tip my hat to the veterans who actually like did.
Why
stuff
did
and
this dude cut off
sacrificed
his
something, but
shorts
it's
so we could
odd.
see his fake legs?
Because it's cinematic, Jaden.
Yeah. We need to know that he lost his legs in the war of tomorrow.
Because the director is like, audience will be confused if there's not, missing limbs. They
Yeah.
won't understand.
I'm
what
saying he
war
could have
is.
wore cargo shorts. They just put jeans on him and then cut off the calf area, which I do with my pants.
I'm just saying this film is an example of the director thinking the audience is too stupid to know what's going on, so they have to like spell it out. You know, that's what I think. Which is annoying because this isn't a smart film, so you don't need to like dumb it down any more than you actually have to.
Yeah.
Oh, Jane, Calvin, you're gonna love this part.
Someone who knows someone to run from the government.
He's got to meet someone important, but he's morally come to a crossroads. Will he do it?
Yep. He's doing
The
it.
answer is yes. He's got to drive his very small car there.
It's a crossover, just like he is.
Now you can tell he's kind of a cool guy because he's got his shirt untucked. He had it tucked in while he was being a teacher.
Yeah.
But now he's like, oh.
And then also, by the way, his sleeve is rolled up just enough so you can see his bracelet thing. And here we got jacked J.K. Simmons.
Oh my gosh. I'm already.
Do you think he's bigger? Do you think he's bigger than he was in Whiplash?
Oh, yeah, he's
'Cause
huge in
like,
this.
He's like pretty well cut in Whiplash.
I think he's in like good shape in Whiplash. He's like big in this.
I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
He also might just be like, I don't know if he can wear tighter clothes than he wasn't wearing Whiplash either. I don't know.
He's on that John Cena like style line.
Yeah.
Where you just gotta wear the tightest shirt you can.
I mean, it's working for him.
He looks huge, man. Good for you, JK. I didn't realize the JK stand for jacked. You just took out the A and C in the middle of it.
I love that he's got these bracelets on. He's some kind of cool guy over here.
Yeah.
Oh, the C series. There we go.
What does that mean? Sensor calibrated to your pulse.
That means if they take it off or he dies, they'll be able to know.
It's just technical jargon they had to put in.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean. Calibrated.
That sounds awesome. I wish that would happen too. And make this movie way better.
Seems like good advice. You don't overthink it.
Calvin, who do you think this guy is in relation to Chris Pratt's character?
I mean, if he's not his dad, I'll be very confused.
Okay, all right.
It's his dad.
What is Chris Pratt's character's name?
I have no idea.
Dan.
Dan. Yep, Dan.
Yeah, they just said it in the last scene. That's why you have subtitles. I can't hear anything
Okay,
right
alright.
now.
I love that. He spills a drink
Yeah.
on him to see if he's wearing a wire.
So obviously, J.K. Simmons is the best part of this movie.
Yeah, I imagine. I mean,
He's the best part of every movie that he's in.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's the best part of Legend of Korra too.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Tenzin's awesome.
Yeah.
They should have just had him voice
Send in
too.
Stevie Nicks. No, I do like that he's like this like hardcore, like seemingly like libertarian.
What?
Chris Pratt's so bad in this. What? Like just his change of emotion is so crazy, and then
He's trying to get cry
cries
again.
sometimes.
And I feel like he's just constrained by his script. Like, I feel like that's the case. Just say the lines, man. Say the lines.
It just annoys me because like you could utilize this guy in a way that makes this film like work.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
But they're like, hey, Chris Pratt, we know you're like comedy guy. We need you to be like hardcore emotional in most of your scenes. And it's like, it just. I'm not saying that an actor can't try and expand their range. It's just annoying that you don't even try to like play up his strengths in this film, I think.
Yeah.
Calvin, you described Amazon Films as like kind of a sense of like they're just overhead. Like it doesn't matter if they do well or not. It's just
Yeah,
like,
they've literally said that.
Yeah.
Like when you actually think of the volume income or revenue of Amazon, and you look at the budgets for the Amazon films, they don't even like scratched the surface of what overhead is really covered, how much overhead is really covered
Right.
in the pricing model.
Yeah.
Which is frustrating because it's like I mean, you have J.K. Simmons and Chris Pratt. These are like big actors. Why are they in such a bad movie? Like
Because
it's annoying to
They
me.
have a lot of money to give them.
But it's like just use these characters in service of a better film. Like don't fund these things for no. Well, I guess it's not no reason. I guess we're watching it, so apparently Amazon did something right.
This
They
is the
got us
third
to
time
watch
I've
it.
seen this movie.
Oh man, it's only the second. I was putting off watching it again just for this commentary.
Oh, I've seen it twice before we even talked about it.
I probably should have watched it at least once so that I can. offer
No,
a
I'm
little
very
bit more
happy that you
insight.
haven't seen it yet.
No, I wanted you to experience this like raw.
Yeah.
Well, now like I'm the only one laughing at these ridiculous jokes because
I was laughing.
Well, I was the only one that laughed at the volcanoes. Like, why did
No,
no one
this
else
is-
think that
I
was?
wasn't paying that much attention. When that happened.
You're sitting right here. What are you doing?
This is Three Boys One Couch.
Why are
gotta
you
go
not
in
paying
raw,
attention
dude.
to like?
What a terrible name that we're unfortunately stuck to because I said it at the beginning.
you
I'm
said
very
it.
happy with it. So,
I suggested it.
like, it should just be like a picture of us and then like a cup with a couch in it.
either that or like it's literally like the couch is anthropomorphized with like three sets of arms and like three sets of
He
legs
makes
and
this
then, like faces and cushions.
so much grosser than it has to be.
And then like there's like shadows of like phalluses at the bottom. Like,
Penis couch.
This is great. She's digging, looking for vaccines.
This kid's really smart. Digging is hard.
oh yeah.
But like
Really,
she's
it's a good workout.
So is
But like she's smart. They already
Vaccine
established
hunting.
this. Why would she think that?
I was gonna say
She's so
boy,
smart. She's so smart.
Holy shit. That thing was not dug deep enough. That is not up to code.
Yeah, what the hell?
I love
Oh,
this.
I guess
I
that's
love this
a
part.
plot line. Is it? Okay, that's fine.
To me,
See, that's great Chris Pratt right there.
but to me, he doesn't really act like a dad in this. He acts like your fun uncle.
Yeah.
In this, he's not. He doesn't really play a good dad character in this. I don't think.
Yeah, honestly, like when I watch Wish Upon, like the dad in that character, I was like, oh, that must be her brother because that he
Oh
looks
my
about
God.
25.
Dude, that's such a good way to kind of qualify him in that movie.
Never seen that movie, so you guys gotta
Yeah, don't worry.
nip
That's
it in
why.
the butt there.
That's why I gave it.
We have a review
Yeah.
of that we'll be putting out here in the next couple
we
weeks.
come a spoopy season is coming up, so we have a whole spoopy selection.
Are you saying spoopy?
Cause
It's a weird way to say
yeah, you got
spooky.
that's how you make it fun.
I'm very
Spooky's
excited
already
to
a
watch
fun
it.
word,
Yeah,
Calvin.
and spoopy's funny or more fun. Is what I actually meant. I didn't mean to put an I in there. It's funner.
Don't say that. More fun.
This is another your heartfelt
More
scene.
fun there.
He's gonna come back and
Her hat is so ugly. I would never let my kid wear a hat like
What
that.
did it even say?
I don't care.
Big journeys begin with small steps. Oh, I love how like we gotta have the hat has to say something
Yeah.
about his whole journey, as to means. Oh, now I,
think it's
can
her-
see.
It's her journey, man. All right.
Oh my god, I didn't know Jared Polis was in this.
all right, simmer down. It wasn't that funny.
It was pretty good.
So he shows up for every speech.
Yeah, I'd assume so. What that
Okay, did
old?
you-
What, that dude is way too old to be drafted into a war. What is he gonna do?
Hold on. If you notice, Gail the snail is in this movie.
Yeah, she is.
Who's Gail the Snail?
From Always Sunny. Where they
I
salt
haven't- so-
Gail the snail.
I've not seen that episode.
She's always like,
It's a lot of episodes of Gail Snail, dude.
oh yeah, I haven't seen a lot of.
I love that in order to teach them to shoot at throats and abdomens, they use like human silhouettes as the targets, even though these creatures aren't. You'll find out they're nothing like humans. So
Not
why
even
would you teach
bipedal.
them to like? They've already set them up for failure.
Wow, math. This girl is she's a
so
fantastic
bad.
actress. Like
Why do they look like no like they literally like went up and posed her like a GI Joe? No, your arms have to hang like this. You have to look like you're angry and
There's Gail the Snail.
What?
So this part, I think I talked about in one of our reviews. I put it on like a what are we watching lately? So this part,
dude is awesome.
This guy, this is where it's talking about. It's like serious, and then it turns to like a joke, like a stand-up comedian.
this guy's awesome. I love him. Yeah, why is that dude still wearing a fucking chef's hat?
I'm just saying, like the tone of this movie. This movie has no idea what it is.
Look at her, like she's like absolutely posturing,
She is.
and he's over there like talking about chef's hats. Oh my God, Stanley Tucci.
Almost.
Again,
It looks a lot like
everybody
him,
is
yeah.
in this movie.
That guy is in the movie Game Over Man, starring the dudes from Workaholics. He's also funny in that movie.
It's just like, but this is supposed to be a serious scene where they're getting a briefing, they're about to go to war, and it turns into like a stand-up comedy.
Yeah, the whole
It's
movie
so
should be like
odd.
this.
It's so odd.
I mean, like clearly, like they're setting up like all of these are amateurs. None of these people are warriors or anything, and this is very but like it should be tragic. That's
they
what
make
what
it
thing
so
is like.
comedic though, which it takes away, I think, of the seriousness.
So I'm saying, I think the whole movie should be a comedy, and I think it'd work great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I think this movie has no idea what tone it wants
Yeah.
to have, because it could just be all kind of funny. And
Yeah, it would be
it would have
great.
worked well.
You've got a really funny guy. You've got Chris Pratt. And I mean, like we've already had a few moments that are just like they're like campy funny, like
Yeah.
like. And you have J.K. Simmons like obviously playing like his hardcore like cynical like critical
Libertarian, hardcore against the government guy. It's just like, just make it all funny then.
Yeah.
yeah. There's so much potential for that. I almost feel like that's what they went. I can't tell which came first. You know, like were they trying to make this funny first and then decided to make it more action packed, or was it action packed and they decided to add some humor because it's going to be on Amazon?
Yeah, I wonder if they had like they group sourced this and had people watching it and were like, oh, it's not funny enough.
Yeah,
That
it's
they,
Chris
like-
Pratt. I imagine it'd be funny.
Yeah. Which again, I think is a miscasting.
But the thing is like the way that they've shot everything, almost everything has an attempt at humor so far. So this entire thing would have had to have been reshot if that's what happened.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense either. So I don't know.
Oh, thank goodness the jumping doesn't work that way. Otherwise, the story wouldn't work.
Again, I'm fine with the time travel stuff. Just explain it away for me real quick. That way I don't have to worry about it the rest of the film. I like that they do this.
But even though time doesn't go backwards.
I'm just saying, just explain it away. Just explain it away, because the time travel is dumb. It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. This film is not really about time travel. So just explain it away. I'm actually fine with this scene. I think it's...
That isn't a wormhole. That's not a wormhole.
Calvin. Look at the dude's sweet headband. Why is he wearing that?
Yeah, what is he like?
Everyone else is like in military gear.
Yeah, debriefing Rambo
Yeah.
time. Let me grab like a
A jumpsuit and a headband.
Yeah, he literally looks like he took a tablecloth and cut it up and was like,
You're already drafting them.
I
So we're just-
hate that. I hate that they're like... It's what you talked about, I think, in Interstellar, that like sense of altruism that kind of runs through humanity.
Yeah, reciprocal altruism. Like,
reciprocal
it's
altruism.
it's
you
it's
should choose to do
biologic-
this regardless of...
You would, because
Yeah.
it's biologically programmed that you would. Like the idea that one of us you are in trouble is it would be symptomatic of the whole system. So if we're all in danger, then we will all band together to save ourselves, because that's the way it works. Like that's the only reason that humans are the established species on Earth, is because we're very small and weak relative to, like, especially the megafauna that was around like a few thousand, 100 or something thousand. I can't remember
Yeah,
how old
I just
the
hate the
Mayfauna
idea
is,
of
but
like,
yeah,
they thought that, oh, you guys won't join if you know what you're going up against. It's like, what a fucking dumb thing to say. It's like, so you're bringing these people in with one arm, no, two arms tied behind their back.
yeah. And then also like that's the only way that anyone
That was
can
another
hear talk.
Interstellar reference.
Yeah,
It's reciprocal. It's nonsensical.
yeah. I also don't understand like why they're only going to the future for 7 days and then coming back. Why is that?
None of it
Miss
makes
something?
sense, Calvin.
I think that's all they can ask of this.
Like, why wouldn't they just try to figure out like where the aliens come from? Stuff like that just seems. I don't know. When are they going to be here? Let's be prepared. Let's use our information from the future to prevent this from ever happening.
Yeah, exactly.
But instead, let's just send thousands of people to die in the future for no fucking reason.
Oh my god, yeah, that dude looked like that was like Guy Fieri with like sunglasses
chops
and like
on.
mud chops.
I guess Guy Fieri also has mutton chops.
No,
That's
he's
not a good
goatee.
way
he's
to-
got a he's got a yeah, you're right.
Oh,
yeah.
he does have a goatee.
Yeah.
You're right.
He dies at Beach Pond.
Oh man, get ready for this. Here we go. Big blue lights
Oh,
in the
here we go,
sky.
yeah.
We
Oh my god, they're activating the flux capacitors.
we got our cool science fiction setup, like a scene setup.
Ah, that is so cool though.
I haven't seen this in any DC movie before.
How high did it say it would drop them? 5 feet above the ground?
Yeah.
And they're all gonna be like
Just
Still
get
like
ready,
a
man.
decent fall, dude.
Like he's like, okay, this is how your gun works. I know you're about to go into a war zone.
yeah, all of this is so implausible.
Like, no wonder because they're like thousands of people are dying every time they go through. Like, no wonder they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, they're sending high school teachers and like basically giving them like a
Oh,
like,
well, luckily this high school teacher has experiences.
just crazy. Like honestly thinking about it, like watching all of these people, like I don't understand like why they're treating it this way. It's
Did you
like,
see that? You got the look at that one guy's kit. He had like a big tooth on it. It's
Yeah.
foreshadowing, dude. That's as clever as this film gets. They foreshadow one time. I love this. It almost looks like spirits leaving their body. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it looks like poltergeist.
Beat me up, Scotty.
I love how they're all screaming too, like like no, absolutely nobody should be out there right now. Not a single one of them is prepared for this.
Oh, there's an error.
I like that. It's just like they probably have to pull up like Task Manager to be like, oh my god, delete the other programs that are going on. Just run the time travel one. This is where you get. This is what the film opened up with. Which
Yeah,
is
which was
just
unnecessary.
Oh my
horrifying.
god, so just people like falling.
Calvin, you're laughing at mass deaths here.
Because it's just like
Like that is an incredible drop. An 8-foot pool is also going to do a lot of damage to you.
Yeah.
He gets nailed by
Absolutely.
someone.
You're
Like,
dead.
yeah, both of you are dead. And it's just like, yeah, it's just kind of hilarious because they were like, oh no, like like we didn't update the system.
but what's weird is, remember like 4 minutes ago when they were like joking before they went into the portal and they were having a fun time with their stand-up comedy bit, and now it's like the brutal violence, not violence.
Oh,
but
this
it's
dude
like,
also can't swim.
but it's like horrifying what they're going
Yeah.
into. The tone, this movie has no idea what its tone is. It has no idea what it wants to be.
It's this is honestly
Be funny or be
trip.
brutal. Like, be one. You can't be both. God damn, I hate this movie.
I think you can be both if you make it work.
yeah, but it's got to be like a different type of
Yeah,
humor.
that's
It's
what
got to
I'm
be
saying.
like it has to be a little bit darker. You can't
Yeah.
like have like a wisecracking type like jokester.
I'm just saying, it's just annoying to me that they have like really funny bits before this, and now you're on it opening up to like a city hellscape, like post-apocalyptic hellscape.
Yeah, it almost feels like they slapped together two scripts.
This is a brutal film. to get through.
What does it have to do with anything? What is
Welcome to Miami. It's a Will Smith song.
Oh yeah, you're right.
What
See,
just happened?
and now it's funny. again after everyone just smacked the ground and died. Now it's funny again. God damn, man.
Wait, so I missed the part like how they actually recruited anyone. How did they recruit them?
They
They
get
have
like,
to be dead in the future. That's it.
yeah, basically they die before the like this whole invasion thing takes place. That's how you get recruited, because they don't want people who are going to be like helpful in the future to die in the past. So basically Chris Pratt dies before this future.
It's not
takes
before they
place.
come. It's just if they're dead now. That was what they said.
I see.
Yeah. I like he's got a great picture there. Just let's get your war profile photo ready. Like,
It's all right.
let's get all the lighting just right on it.
Yeah, and they have one of everybody too.
It's like the,
hear.
it's like the football players, like when they get shown up on like during like NBC's like show. It'd be like it's like you so and so from Ohio State or the
Yeah.
Ohio State,
Yeah.
however they say it.
Well, yeah, the Ohio State.
God, I hate the Ohio State,
Yeah, absolutely.
but it's like that. It's like
I'm from the Pensacola Eastern Tech University.
it'd be like Von Miller, Texas A&M. And
Yeah.
they show up. That's like how their profile picture show up.
Yeah, everybody, we got to get your lighting just right. You might only last
Yeah,
7 days in the future, but
Dan Forrester, science teacher. Like,
killer 6-pack.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. You don't think they would have divided these peoples up like into like fire teams, or like obviously like he should have already been set. in,
What's
like,
your name? What's your name? Like the fact that that's just not even like something they would know in
I'm
order to
saying
communicate with
These
anybody.
people are absolutely just set up for failure. Like you can't just put people into this.
And like honestly, like it's terrible, like to think like in terms of storytelling, but to be like that's the point in the end is like they just sent them there to die because
it's awful.
something happens for some reason like that. But the fact that there's not any reason behind it, it's just like literally like they didn't even give like that dude's still wearing a suit coat.
Yeah, they don't have it. They're all still wearing their clothes. There's a guy in a chef's hat. Remember, he probably died on impact.
I kind of want to watch that back to see. Like,
Try and find the guy in the chef's hat.
Dude,
You'll
that
just see it floating.
I was just gonna say that like it just floats past the screen,
yeah,
slowly wafts down.
yeah, exactly. Like a small, like something out of a Pixar movie. Again, that would have like.
It would have been great if later on they find the hat and they're like, "We lost Chef."
Yeah. This movie
Oh my
could be a
God, Chef's
great
dead.
comedy, dude.
That's not. Yeah, again, just pick one thing that you want your film to be.
Not eat.
That's your reciprocal altruism not at work here,
Yeah, exactly.
which doesn't make sense. Like, I mean, I think you just inherently band together with the people that you're sent there with. Like, you're all in this situation that's awful for everyone.
Yeah.
You would just inherently bond over that.
Yeah, because I mean that's the best way of surviving, anyways. You know,
So,
more guns,
yeah.
more people.
I'll bring a little bit of my military background into this. So early on in my days of like boot camp, like we were all a bunch of kind of kids going through this thing together, and it sucked for everyone. And so you all just kind of build this relationship with each other just because it's awful, and you're all going through it together. It would be the same thing in this. Like they would just be friends because, like they would just look out for each other because you're all going through this terrible situation together. There's no reason for like, oh, well, let them get killed because we want to get home. Like that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
That's not how this works.
Yeah,
That's not how human beings work.
Yeah, lone wolf stuff like just doesn't make any real sense. Like it's only like Rambo stuff
The
type stuff
lone
that
wolf
makes
is
sense.
the one who would get killed in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we got a part coming up that I just absolutely hate.
This movie?
Yeah. We got about another hour and a half of this this next part that I really
He didn't even kill the thing, and he's taking the claw.
which I hate. Why would he take that as a trophy? He didn't do anything.
I killed another one.
Yeah.
Probably never. You probably just run away, you little fucker.
This guy sucks. This is another part I think that the film doesn't know what it's doing. You have this gruesome like body horror going on. What is this movie? Like, what are you? What are you?
Wait for there to be a joke about it.
Are you fun like action-packed movie? Are you gruesome
Horror.
horror? Are you funny laughs? Like, what are you? What is this movie?
Yeah.
I almost feel like that was like the point. Like, why don't we try and get all of the best genres, like best parts of every genre, and put them into one movie, and we'll have an instant winner. This is Oscar bait for sure.
Dude, you must be right. I can't imagine another way. I don't even honestly. It would make more sense if Amazon Jeffrey Bezos has some kind of computer algorithm that came up with
He
this.
might be the only people on Earth who call him Jeffrey, by the way.
It's the official stance of this podcast.
Same thing with, same
His
with
name
Michael
is
Hart,
Jeffrey
dude.
Bezos. Yeah, Michael Hart. But I'm saying is it must be like an algorithm that made this movie, because I don't think a real director would have come up with like, let's put every genre in one film.
Yeah.
Let's combine
Yeah, this is
stand-up
probably just an
comedy.
AI like thing, just like tell stories.
It's like let's combine stand-up comedy with body horror. That's a winner.
Yeah, and I don't know what they're doing right now. What are they grabbing vials of something?
Yeah.
It's like a serum that's gonna kill the.
Why do we say
creatures.
serum? Like why is that just a placeholder for any type of chemical compound?
Because it's easy for a general audience to understand.
It's just some blue liquid. What is it supposed to do?
It's Kool-Aid.
It's cool.
And here we have the score building up a lot. So
Yeah,
we
why
know
is
it's very serious.
I love how they can already see that and they didn't already give that information to them. Yeah, it took the two imbeciles being like, oh no, we don't want to go out the front door.
I'm just so annoyed that Gail the Snail doesn't be like, we don't want to go down that way.
I kind of like the thought of like the extension of individual actors like in the wider movie universe entirely. Like they carry like little weird idiosyncrasies.
great.
In the, like,
Sweet, yeah.
yeah.
Honestly, put it in this movie. Fuck it. You can do whatever you
Yeah,
want.
who gives a shit
Exactly.
about anything in this movie?
Just have literally Gail the Snail in this movie.
Like, wouldn't that
no
be,
one cares.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
that be amazing? If,
Just
since we don't-
characters.
Yeah, like we don't care about anything. What if there's like a way that she like gets turned into a snail like at some point later on in the movie?
cares? Who
It's a
cares?
perfect. It's
Just
a
have
visual
everyone
gag.
in here play their TV characters.
That would actually be awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
I would love to have like everybody loves Raymond. Like Raymond's in there, he's just like and they just get like killed.
Yeah, that would
It's
be
just
that would
freaking
be so
Andy from
great.
Parks and Rec leading the whole thing.
Great. That'd be awesome.
He's all, don't worry, Burt Macklin's on the case.
I already love this movie so much more.
Michael Scott just comes rolling around, dude.
Yeah.
He got left there. He's just been killing them
and he's
all.
got like like a gaggle of children, like it's
Right.
Scott's tots. Like,
Or throw Jeff Goldblum in there. He's like, oh well, my safety is it seems to be malfunctioning in a way.
He's all, time finds a way.
Time binds away. Wow, I like our version of this film way better.
I mean, what more? We can always just add more to this movie. It seems to be working.
Here we go. Big dramatic scene coming up.
Slow
Get ready.
zoom.
Because the sound cut out, so now you know something
And you're
serious
just hearing-
is going to happen.
Gotta
all you hear.
slowly look up because that's how people react in normal situations.
Ooh, you got like a tail thing coming out here.
Oh my god!
It's trying to see if that movie Splice. Don't ever watch that.
Oh, that's
That's actually
That's trippy movie.
an interesting movie.
Nope. I've seen
it's
like
not
4
great.
minutes of it, and I will not watch it.
It's
the
not
dude
great,
fucks
but
the
it's
thing.
kind of interesting.
He
Yeah,
has
I love
sex
it.
with the thing, doesn't he?
I think so, but
Yeah, he does.
I love how they how they talk about musicals, like the two characters,
Yeah.
like talking about like musical history. Oh, Bob Fosse, I like everybody dancing with everybody. I was like, oh, that's a fun way of explaining genetics. It's stupid. It's not how it works, but like it's fun.
I really like the character or the creature design of these.
That feels like really real. Why did he go backwards?
Because he got shot with spikes.
He
Yeah,
got
but
shot
why
with,
did
like,
he
a
go
spike.
backwards?
The force
It
of the
went
spike.
down.
Calvin.
Have you been watching this movie?
Yeah. Do you think physics matter?
I mean,
They fell
I
from the
assume
sky.
that most of those people died.
But I do like this. It almost seems like a D&D creature that
Yeah.
can just kind of do anything.
like a thing from like Doom or Resident Evil or something.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
its AC is like so high you can't hit it, you can't shoot through it. It's like- it also has like a projectile weapon. It's this amazingly hardy creature, and I think it's kind of cool. I like how they kind of fold up on themselves.
Yeah.
To kind of
No, the creatures are pretty dope.
yeah.
I do not like the name of them, the
What?
White Spikes. Like that's so close to like a band, you know?
But I think it's an interesting design.
To make it seem like these guns have just zero recoil.
Yeah.
My assumption is that they filmed this with like something like airsoft. Or,
Why is this still going on? Why?
Shit.
How
He
many-
said shit at least 38 times.
We have to go back and count that and put that in the description of the video.
And then we'll give this rating on how many shits
Yeah.
it gets.
How many multiples of 10? Yeah, and
See, then
and
this
just like
one's
you're saying-
stupid because Chris Pratt's shooting at it.
Yeah,
It
just
didn't
like
close
you're-
up at all. It just opens up all its weaknesses and comes right after him.
You're
Yeah.
so right. It's like, oh, are you a side character? I'll armor up. Oh, are you the main character? Better open.
Oh, I'll
up.
let you kill me with a fucking axe now. I
love-
won't shoot any of my spikes at you ever.
right? And I do love too, like how like he's just the creature is getting completely torn to shreds.
Yeah.
and it doesn't seem to care
Yeah.
about its own safety. Like,
Again, I think that's like more of like a how hardy they are. Maybe you'll find out something later about them that kind of contributes to that. Who knows?
They have so many limbs.
yeah, I mean, gosh, the creature design is amazing, but it
They
really
are,
breaks.
yeah, they're interesting characters, like interesting creatures. For
I
sure.
do love that they made them front and center. You know, a lot of times, like I think that's something in film history. Like we've always the best horror always hides the monster because it's really about the subconscious.
It's about like the anticipation of seeing it that makes it so scary.
It's not.
Oh,
so,
dude, we should
I
make a
don't
horror
think,
movie where the creature is like adorable. And you don't see it till the end.
Yeah, Monty Python.
Have you not seen Annabelle? That doll is gorgeous.
Oh yeah, it's so cute. Have you seen A Haunted House, whatever the Wayans brothers movies?
No.
That he like fucks Annabelle a bunch?
Oh god, no! I don't watch those movies.
It's bad.
Those are not real films to me.
Yeah, but what I mean is like real horror plays on the human subconscious.
I love this.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
They're so excited.
Ah! The way they yelled just kind of makes it look like
Yeah.
Dude, the whole convoy just got torn apart and you and your scrubs are going to go charge them. But yeah, like they're just front and center. Like everything about them was like we're gonna make them so detailed that they're gonna be the best part of this movie. And
Yeah.
and I totally agree. They're interesting, terrifying.
You totally agree with the statement that you just made. I assume so.
No,
Kevin.
yeah, no.
I'm just kidding.
No, but I think you're right. It would be annoying if they were like
Hiding them.
If it was just like their little tail that came out and like
Yeah.
shooting at people for like the first 30 minutes of the film, and it was just like kind of keeping them hidden. They're just like thumping people with the spikes. That would have been annoying to me. It's nice that like this is
That
not
scene
like
was so. The first slow motion. Oh, there's another slow motion scene. Yeah, no shit.
This feels like a video game.
Yeah, it does.
Again, your main character is the only one who can hit them in the soft spots.
He blew off its head with a bullet.
That was some spread too. Like that hit like literally like,
every single spot.
and he didn't move his gun. Like, what kind of weapons are they even giving them? Or now just
No, just Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt has like heat sensor missiles or bullets. Everyone else is just fucked. We give you guns that don't even shoot real ammo. Because you're not the main character.
yeah. Spikes. Who is that?
She's in other stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know
recognize
why.
her. What do you mean can't leave him? They're all gonna die.
Oh, Gail Snell gets hit.
Why is she also facing the other direction? They're all coming from the
Oh.
same way.
Look, everyone is getting hit just to save the one guy.
Oh, but they should have left his friends because they're on Team Not Get Eat. I just hate that. It's just so funny. Gail Estelle has like a dramatic moment where she's like, I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to sacrifice
Well, Chris
myself.
Pratt just killed her. This is 100% Chris Pratt's fault.
Golly.
And now they're all dead.
Yeah.
This explosion took up most of the budget of the film, I think.
Wow. That absolutely destroyed them. If not incinerated, that absolutely, the concussive force of that killed all of them. That, I mean, you could even see it. They visually represented the shockwave, like going through their bodies.
Now they're cool.
That was it. They just didn't want
Don't
to.
worry, Calvin. All your fears have been absolved. They're still alive. I know how much you cared about these characters. Don't worry.
Yeah, I was so invested that
They made it through. They only have 140
Luna.
hours to go.
No, she was just pushing herself against the wall. You can hear her claws.
Is she clawing my wall? Yeah. Good old Luna. Luna.
Luna, you're basically like one of these creatures.
She's a little spiker, dude.
They should just call them White Claws.
Dude, I bet they wanted to.
Dude, they
and then they were threatened by lawsuits. Like, can't call them White Claws. They should just.
But there ain't no laws.
They should just.
yeah,
partner
that
with
literally
White
like
Claw.
because that would have been such a better tagline than whatever. I don't even remember what the tagline was for this movie. It's a future war of tomorrow.
It's probably something like the Tomorrow War. It's coming. It's probably something really
exactly
dumb
what
like
it
that.
was.
It's
It
coming
was probably
yesterday.
like, watch this movie. It has guns and Chris Pratt.
Yeah. It would have been better if it was like the Tomorrow War, the Claws, the Law. That would have been really great. I would have loved that.
Ain't no laws when the claws.
What was the one for Truly? It's like, you can be unruly when you're drinking.
You can truly have that shirt. Yeah.
Oh, so my high school had a reunion like a couple years ago. That was my 10-year reunion, and
Wow,
they.
goddamn, you're old, man.
I know I'm old.
Your
but-
10-year reunion would have happened too, Connor.
Yeah, but like,
Homeschooled.
but
Yeah,
so
but we didn't
speaking,
have a
like,
reunion, so
Yeah, but like so.
When's next year?
I don't have to date myself like that.
I know, right? Well, like the thing is, like they wanted to like tailgate the one of the high school football games, and I was like, yeah. I mean, I went
Gives
to
a fuck.
Yeah, I was like, first of all, like I'm 30. Like, second of all, like I would really love to go back to my Christian high school campus, and like where obviously like we can't drink. 'Cause, like,
I mean, you weren't allowed to drink on our campus either, but that didn't stop us.
yeah, but exactly, like it was a part of our honor
I just
code.
love that idea of like, let's go to the game, let's tailgate, but with none of the fun of tailgating.
Yeah. And then like I made the joke to my friend, and I was like, yeah, like I'm sure there aren't going to be White Claws because you can't be breaking laws while drinking claws.
Yeah.
It's like,
I just love that. Like the faculty put it out. They're like, yeah, we'd love you to come out here and eat food in a parking lot.
yeah, well, you still have to pay for your ticket
That's
to get in.
essentially all it is. That's so dumb.
Yeah, I was like, when they suggested that, I was like, yeah, I don't think I'll be RSVPing to that one. And then instead we had it like in some someone works for like a real estate agent, and like it's a strip off like 32nd and Youngfield.
Oh,
it was just like it felt like the waiting room for a doctor's office.
Oh.
That's when we had my high school reunion.
We missed
They were, like-
the heartwarming moment between Chris Pratt and the
And the funny guy?
not dead, not eaten guy with
Oh.
the red shirt.
The polar opposite of that character.
And so yeah, so he just got called up to like meet the colonel or whoever.
Colonel.
Dude, I hate the way it's
Yeah,
spelled.
me too.
Dude, I think she's in an asylum movie.
Maybe, I don't know. She's pretty hot.
No, I mean like
She's in that show Chuck with Zachary Levi.
yeah.
Who plays Shazam in the film Shazam.
Shazam!
It's gonna bother me now if I don't look at it. Like
She's also in Dexter. She's the girl he dates at the very end, who takes Dexter's kid.
God, I do not remember anything after season 5.
Yeah, because the show stinks.
Yeah, that's her. She's like also a murderer, and Dexter wants to kill her, and he doesn't kill her, and then they bang.
Tight.
Dude, you're the biggest Dexter fan I know. How do I know this?
Am
and
I?
you don't?
Like yeah, like I
That's
just
her.
don't.
Well, you guys,
I mean, like-
this part is important.
Is he going home?
No, he just asked her
Future
where
home.
she's from.
It's his daughter.
What?
You couldn't recognize her because she didn't have an encyclopedia in front of her face.
Or a hat that has
Or
exposition.
Or
Yeah.
a shovel?
Yeah.
I also don't understand like why she was like, "Oh, I see your army. Good to have you with us." Like why? That's just such a dumb line. Then like she could have just been like, "Oh yeah, army" or anything like. I mean, don't.
Don't worry, you'll find out.
Yeah, it's part of the story, Calvin.
You'll find out.
Is there a story?
You'll find out
Yes.
a very, very interesting backstory between these two.
Yep.
Oh my god, it's gonna blow your socks off.
Even more interesting than father daughter.
This is
Yeah, this is way more compelling father-daughter story than what's in Interstellar, for sure.
yeah.
It's nice to finally
I
see
mean,
something like that
Murray
represented
and
in
Murph,
film.
there's only one letter difference.
I put this movie at number 1, and then I put the mother-daughter story from Arrival as number 2, and then at a very distant third, I put the actually explained on screen and narratively relationship between Cooper and Murph.
I mean, that's.
That's
I mean,
sarcasm because one is actually good and these two are shit.
Well, I was gonna say. I think Amazon's got the algorithm figured out.
Oh my god.
That makes so much sense because you read so many encyclopedias when you could have been talking to people.
Yeah. She's like, I can't watch a football game. I've got my Encyclopedia Britannica.
Don't ever
in
call it
front
that
of me."
again.
Yeah, I can't tell if you were thinking of like football games on Thanksgiving or forgot that it was actually soccer.
I was trying to be culturally aware of all of our British.
I have a hard time not calling it football.
And you're-
Well,
because,
it's
like,
not.
everybody-
It's called soccer.
But they call it football when you're watching it, so it's hard not to call it.
I was trying to be
football.
aware of all of the
There's only
European
one
fans
football.
on the podcast.
All right.
It's
Well,
the
those
world
Europeans get an NFL game every year, so they should start calling it soccer too.
game. We're gonna die anyways. Well, then
It's pretty dumb.
Why bring up the reason
Yeah.
at all?
Yeah.
Why contrive anything?
Because this film needs to manufacture a way to not be boring as shit.
Do you want to see something really dangerous? After I just told you I have to tell you impeding information that I'm withholding from you.
Oh, strange. Yeah. Survival of the species.
So this part is so annoying to me. He gets all prepared for this, and she basically briefs him on exactly what they're going to do.
And they didn't do that for any of them going into the future.
Well, I'm just saying later on, like, it doesn't make any sense why he was briefed on any of this.
Yeah. What?
They're going to create some kind of antigen, some kind of genetic way to kill him.
Well, they're like
love
not
when
using the one that works on the males, which seems stupid too, because you could at least still be killing those motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's sort of the same idea. It's like, well, if you killed all the males, then you'd also inherently kill all the
females.
species, you know? Well, like, it's what I mean. I guess the idea is like there's such a big population of males, they wouldn't capture all of them. So
Yeah, and
at
only
some point,
all you would need is like one to repopulate a species.
it's the same idea with that Project Malaria that's going on. It's like this,
Oh, with the mosquitoes.
that
Yeah.
CRISPR-Cas9. There's this kind of way to
Are they gonna get the horses?
Yeah, they're gonna kill the horses.
genetically edit all of them. That's an interesting project. People should look that up.
Yeah.
CRISPR-Cas9 is kind of amazing, and that Project Malaria is also amazing. People should read about that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I
CRISPR
kind of
is
have no
fascinating.
idea what the impact of having no mosquitoes in Africa would be, but it's also really
Well, it's not like
interesting to
it's not
get
like
rid
they're
of
not
malaria,
gonna. Yeah,
so-
like it's not like they're getting rid of mosquitoes.
the idea is they would inherently kill all the mosquitoes.
No, they're getting rid of the mosquitoes that would contain the. No, it's not that. It's something else. Like they'd still need. They know that they'd still need mosquitoes for the environment, so they're not killing them.
Why? What do mosquitoes do?
Well,
Well-
they're food for all kinds of your small.
Well, they're not eating
Fauna.
them quick enough because I'm still getting bit.
Either way, this scene is. They're about to go in, and I just hate that, like, they try to build up kind of this relationship to them, but then after they get close, she's like, oh, I'm going to put you at arm's length because it's dramatic, and I just have to do it because the script says so.
Mm-hmm.
It's so annoying.
I'm surprised. Like she saw him die. What? Why wouldn't you know? Like what? What does it matter?
They're saving it so that they can say it later in a really dramatic scene.
Well, why even say any of it right now? Then Like,
Exactly. Because a computer made this film. Because Jeffrey Bezos made a computer that made this film, and it makes no sense.
Jeffrey Bezos.
This is a rad scene right here. Helicopters flying around, some slow-mo.
I love how they've decorated their hovels.
They had their little anthills.
Apparently, mandalas are a
Dude,
big
there was-
deal in the alien culture
There was
too.
a beehive in my front yard.
What?
Yeah, mine are bees. Whole bunch of them, dude. It was crazy. Tom went to go mow the lawn. I was like, yo, you should stop. Because there's like a bee hill here.
Jesus.
That was
Never
kinda
even
cool.
heard of that before.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's weird because it's usually a kind of wasp that.
Yeah, so I
Goes
thought they
in the
were going to be
ground,
wasps
yeah.
at first because I have like one of their nests, a wasp nest like that, the underground wasp nest, like concreted. I have that in my room. It's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
I still poured concrete in there and took it out.
Oh, that's cool.
But no, they were. I looked. I was like, those are bees, and then I googled it, and they're minor bees.
That's so crazy.
There's a kind of bee that they live solitary, and they live in little hovels that are usually like in arid desert climates, and they just live in a hole. Oh, here you go, your big male.
That's a
your
female.
big female.
That's the female.
Yeah, we can finally talk about the movie again instead of talking about bees because something interesting finally happened. I do love how gruesome. Again, this is the film not really knowing what it is. Like, you want to have serious dramatic moments, you want to have funny moments, and then you have
A
again
dude that just got bit in half.
and then you have gruesome violence in it.
There's not been humor for a good while now.
Yeah,
I'm
they've
just saying
been manufacturing the drama. Like, why is she dropping in there right now?
Because she's the colonel and she has to.
Colonel.
So, are they trying to trap her? Is that the whole
Yes,
point of
they're
this?
trying to catch her.
They really came unprepared for this. This is a
yeah.
shitty
She's-
set of
They have like
equipment.
some ropes.
Yeah, like attached to their guns.
Yes. like Batman.
Somebody get a harpoon on that tentacle. That's a bit of dialogue. I'm sure she was like, I'll never say that in my life.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a professional actress. I'll never say get a harpoon on that tentacle. Look at her now.
She's come so far.
I want her to say some line like "eat this" and then like shoot something at it. But she doesn't. You know? Oh my god!
Oh, no.
Something's coming.
Birds. What do you
There you
mean?
go. They got a
green one?
harpoon on that tentacle. Good for them.
What?
Holy fuck!
She's using her breastplate as a shield?
Yeah. Which is the silliest thing I think
Yep.
I could ever do. I continue to appreciate how terrifying these things look. They
Yeah.
do look like if something that was going to be world ending would take over the earth, I hope it looks this scary. I love this. He's got this watch this cool guy entrance, cool guy landing he's going to do. Again, he's the only one who can hit them in the neck and head.
He blows its head off again.
This scene goes on for so long.
Ugh, that just looks. It's coming right out of its claw hole.
That to me, right there, the look on her face, that's an actress acting against like a tennis ball to
Yeah.
give position of the monster. And she is just, I'm sure, doing her very best. It just doesn't translate at all. It's
Yeah.
awful. Like, that thing is horrifying, like, from your nightmares. And she's just, like, kind of gritting her teeth, like, oh, no.
Oh, no, another day in the office.
It is awful.
Oh, yeah, now is not time to be dramatically gloating.
Like they might as well be like, gotcha, bitch.
Like they can still shoot spikes out of their things.
No, I think they restrained or cut off her.
They're restrained, but she just shot a spike into herself because Chris Pratt took it and aimed it at her.
Who knows?
Oh, they can fly.
Ah, they're flying. Yeah, dude, that at least that dude knows.
Straight out of a video game.
It's just like, yeah, don't worry, guys. I'll chop these
I'll
guys
chop them
out.
into rotors, boys. So goofy. So goofy.
Got 100% kill rate.
That's like
Spectacular.
that's like video game shit. Like that's
Yeah.
unreal.
This would actually probably be a pretty cool video game.
Oh my
Yeah, he's just murdering them though, and no one else can hit them.
Get that 50
drive.
going. That dude, if you've ever shot a 50, like what she has right now, ooh, you feel like God when you shoot that thing.
I
When
can't
I
believe
shot a
she's
30
doing
on
it.
6, I felt like God.
Yeah, I can't believe she's doing it without hearing protection.
Oh no, that's pretty brutal. Yeah, every time I shot it, I had hearing protection on, but it's just like the feeling of you could just tear into anything that's ever lived is kind of amazing. That gun is a amazing piece of technology. For a brutal purpose, I will say, but it is
Why did he drive into the water?
Yeah, why? Got it.
because the Amazon algorithm told him it would look cool in a scene.
People love driving through puddles.
They
We
love-
have to
It
include.
wasn't even the biggest puddle on Earth. It's the ocean.
They
Calvin.
love dynamic splashes. You have to put it in the movie.
I love how they think they're far enough away.
Yeah.
He saved the mission.
He was there helping with the mission. He wasn't flying the helicopter.
Are you?
Walk into the ocean.
It's crazy because you're not doing like basically the same job.
What did she mean by that?
You're about to find out.
I just don't understand how they could be a part of the same timeline. How could she have lived a different timeline?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like that they just explain the time travel shit away in this movie because it doesn't matter. It's whatever. Just let it happen. Just let it wash over you, Calvin, like a wave of misunderstanding.
I think I'll drown myself.
I love that they go in. She goes into like depth of like everything that literally happened, like age by age and all this. It's like, it's just dialogue that you don't need to have. Like you can just have a quick bit about, oh, you left us and this happened. You don't. It's just like it's this contrived kind of drama that gets forced into the film. Like just.
Yeah, it feels like the lyrics of a song, like on my 12th birthday, and then my 15th.
You're so right.
So on her 16th birthday.
Yeah.
So that means that she's 9.
When I went to my prom, you weren't there. Like it's just so goofy. Like
It's my birthday. I'm gonna cry
Hold
if I
on.
want to.
So that means that her character is 9 when she's like digging and reading encyclopedias.
Yeah.
She looked like she was like 5
Why was she doing? Oh yeah, it's for vaccines. Which
as a 9-year-old. I think a 9-year-old has more comprehension.
why did she dig? Because there's bacteria in the ground or something?
no, she was looking for a vaccine, is what they said.
Well, yeah, but vaccines are like penicillin was created from bacteria.
Yeah, but I
Is
don't,
that
think,
what she's
I don't
digging?
think she understood that. She just said digging for vaccines.
Why would you think that as a kid?
No, they explained it prior.
Did
She
they?
said, yeah.
I didn't see that part. We might have been talking about White Claws.
I'm just saying, I was a kid once. I never dug for vaccine. God, this movie's so goofy. This is what I told you, when she was like, let's be as vague as we can with each other. I won't tell you what happened. It's so they can have this dramatic scene
Yeah, at the beach.
that is not dramatic at all.
No, it's not.
It's a character it's an actress almost pretending to cry, almost pretending to care about this film.
I love how like they're a half mile away from what just happened and absolutely nothing came to them.
I do like this shot, actually. I like that their kind of armada is just like kind of this ragtag group of ships. Like one of them is like, it's a cruise ship, or two of them are cruise ships. I think that's actually pretty cool.
Although at the same time, you'd imagine that you could send something through the future. They figured out how to transport a large number of people in a large area. You could transfer something.
Why don't they transfer assload of nukes? Well,
Yeah.
I guess that would ruin the
Yeah.
climate and the atmosphere for them. So never mind. I guess that's not a good.
I mean, still something though. Like they could. They don't seem to have done anything. Oh,
Yeah.
everybody's
Those are the countries
united
that are
though.
left.
Yeah, I take that back. That wasn't a good nuclear fallout. Is not a good resolution to this film either. Like,
It's a good premise for a video game though. Cedra ate her.
Calvin, at this point, what do you think the climax of this film will be? Like, what do you think happens to kind of resolve this story?
I mean, they have to have like, honestly, like looking at it, like it looks so hopeless that there couldn't possibly be a resolution. That's kind of how I think of like how they've set everything up. So there's no way for it to end satisfyingly for anyone, but like complete and total annihilation for the sake of it. How do they fix them? I don't know. They probably just jump timelines. I mean, that's what the Avengers did, and it seemed to work out for them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you think more time travel is how you resolve this film?
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty standard terrible movie making. So
All right, we'll see if you're right.
I would love to be right. Or maybe they are the humans.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
$180 is some kind of number that people unfamiliar with the metric system won't understand.
Also, the chemical.
An enzyme inhibitor, you know?
That's so smart.
I think you'll find this is where the movie, this breakneck pace it's going on, really, really slows down.
It's changed from a horror action comedy film to a science movie.
Oh my god!
Labs.
Yeah, it literally sounds like a CSI episode.
Yeah.
It's what it looks like, too.
It does the time lapse is just like CSI too.
Well, we gotta sequence it. We're on a timeline.
I honestly wonder if this entire film was cobbled together with like the most iconic uses of film in some of the most popular shows.
That feeds into my idea that this is Jeffrey Bezos' algorithm.
Oh my gosh.
Jeffrey
I'm loving like the lore we're establishing with like how this movie was built.
I had to look up who the director of this film is.
It's all computer number 6.
It's Alexa.
Hey Alexa, write me a movie.
Yeah, that's what 37% is. It's something. Oh man, this is so dramatic. We gotta zoom in and cut.
It's very exciting because we get to see the percentage go up. Do you hear the score picking up too? It's more dramatic now. We've talked about other scores that like Sicario that like builds up to tension with like a really kind of subtle way, and then it picks it up when it actually makes sense for it to pick up. This is an example of a movie that picks up a score kind of for no reason. They're just doing dumb science, and it's like bum 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 bum. It's lame. It's lame. It's CSI. It's lame. It sucks.
Absolutely. I'll make dinner just like Mom used to make. So I guess I don't really understand too why they're only there for 7 days if they're already going to die within 7 years. Does that somehow change their timeline?
Fuck if I know. I don't know what to tell you, man. This movie makes no sense to me either, but I don't know.
You looked at me like, oh.
This is the guy who made the Lego movies.
No. The director is Chris McKay.
Yeah, he made Lego Batman.
Okay.
That name sounds familiar. I know.
Well, he made Lego Batman 2.
And Lego Batman.
Wow, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of incredible. That was like
Robot
actually
Chicken?
that was actually a successful movie.
That was a
that
great
like,
movie.
actually did pretty well.
He did a lot of Robot Chicken stuff too.
That was on the wings of the Lego movie, which Chris Pratt also
Yes.
was a star in.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he's the voice of the
Of the main character then?
Yeah.
of the little
The
Lego
special.
guy in it.
Huh. I never did see those.
Oh, they're not bad.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
I never saw Lego Batman, but I did.
The Lego Batman is the best one, easily.
Really,
Yeah.
I liked the Lego movie.
Yeah, no, it's good. But Lego Batman's like one of the best parts of that movie. And he's fantastic. Like,
that-
the
I
Lego
mean, that's
Batman
what we
movie
were-
is awesome.
And that's what we were talking about the other night. Like, not necessarily that Christian Bale's Batman is the best, but it's the most iconic just because of the ridiculous modulation of
Yeah.
the voice, like becoming a meme.
yeah.
And
Where is she?
to make a parody character for a children's movie out of it is amazing.
No, it's hilarious.
Who does the voice acting for?
I can't remember his name, but he plays.
Oh, Will Arnett.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Will
it.
Arnett,
Yeah.
yeah. that's it.
I don't love
I think
Will
that's
Arnett.
amazing.
I don't
I
think he's
like
very
him a
funny.
lot,
I don't
dude.
think he's very funny, but he works. Works. That's like, it's like Will Arnett is playing a parody of Will Arnett as
Right.
Batman, and that's what I love about it.
We keep getting so off the rails. This is a commentary about the Tomorrow War. We keep talking about other movies.
Yeah, nothing's happening
This
though.
is
They're
so
still doing the
nonsense in this
CSI
movie.
stuff,
Like-
whatever.
They're like, let's put up cool schematics on the computer screen, and God, it's just so boring at this point. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you. This is the part where the movie slows down a ton. Like it's entertaining for a while because it's just so much insanely graphic violence for a while, and that keeps you like watching. But this is really boring.
Yeah, in humor and all of the things
This
that
is-
make this movie great, it's gone away from.
So it's become a much more dramatic father-daughter story. Which again, what is the tone of your movie? What is your movie?
Yeah, what is even the plot? Like, let's throw in like Interstellar on top of CSI.
It's brutal.
top
It's
of,
brutal.
like-
This is a brutal movie to go through.
I think that's like why it works for some people is like, oh yeah, I love CSI. I love this movie now. And like,
Well, that bums me out that this probably appeals to like way more people than I think it does.
It probably appeals to more people than some of the movies that we like.
I look for movies that are intentionally not meant to appeal to people.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, the fact that this is trying so hard to appeal to everybody.
Like literally, like we gotta make sure we don't miss a beat with anybody. Soccer fans,
Yeah.
people who
Although-
are fans of comedy.
Yeah, although there has been zero sex, and I mean there's been the ab pics, the shirtless stuff with
Yeah.
Chris Pratt had to take off his shirt to get
Right.
his arm banded for whatever reason.
Yeah,
But literally no nudity. So I'm surprised the algorithm has missed the
Again-
baser nature of humans.
This
they
is
probably
another,
put it in the PG-13 like walker on the algorithm.
Yeah.
Just
I don't know. They ate a person in half. So
it's a PG-13 rated movie, so
I had to imagine. I think that boobs are lower than people being eaten.
they're
in
not.
half.
As far as like the rating scale goes,
I don't think so.
no, they're not, dude. Boobs are way higher than murder.
I don't think so.
It
I think you
is.
can still have a PG-13 movie with boobs.
I don't think as soon as you throw titties in there, dude, it's an R-rated movie.
We're
think
talking
someone
through.
comes
We're
in-
talking through a pretty serious scene where he's supposed to take the antigen back, and he's gonna come and save her and everything. It's just
I didn't understand. Why is he going back? So he's going back in time with the antigen?
that way when the alien things first pop up, they can just kill him right off the bat.
But he's going to die before they even get there. Like, that's his story, I thought. Like, that was the whole point.
But what if they're already there?
No, he dies like 10 or 15 years after he gets back.
No, it's at 7.
No.
Yeah,
his
7
was
years.
7.
7 years because they're based in
Oh,
2023.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he has 7 years to get the antigen to people.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be him. He just has to bring it back.
Yeah.
Are they swimming? Are they flying?
I think there's a really cool scene that comes up that looks very World War Z-esque. Which I think is neat, because that's actually an interesting film. This is a kind of a ripoff of it.
I mean, at the
Everything
same time,
about
I
this
think,
film
like,
is a ripoff of another film or show.
yeah, I think this is like it's just the logical progression of technology. Like, these scenes would have been done a long time ago if it were possible.
Yeah.
Which is kind of frustrating, because I kind of wish there was some constraint that filmmakers took to be like, maybe we should do something that like narratively
Well, they're
makes
like,
more sense
like they're
than,
making
than
like
just
remake-
something that like is flashy on screen. I kind of would like it if there was. We talk about Sicario and how that film is pretty subdued as far as like an action film goes.
Yeah. They're remaking War of the Worlds.
No way.
Yeah,
bro.
starring Ice Cube.
What?
I don't like
Yeah.
that idea.
I mean, the Spielberg one was already a good enough remake.
Yeah, I like that movie a lot.
That's
The-
not. It's
the
really
Tom
not
Cruise?
that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually
I just watched it
that's
the
one of
other
my
day.
favorite movies.
Well, there you
I
go.
actually really like.
Well,
that
there
movie.
you go. We gotta watch that one then.
I thought we
because-
had it on there already.
No, I mean, I have Spielberg listed because like,
Okay.
he's so like
That's
so
one of my
much
favorite movies.
movies.
I love that movie so much.
I love the weapon they have on the tripods.
Oh,
where it just
yeah.
turns people to dust. I think it's fascinating.
yeah.
It's weird that it doesn't make their clothes go away, but they'll like
That's
go
what I
through a
think, it's like-
windshield and break it.
I'd like to think that it like mostly. I don't know.
And the shoes aren't there anymore either. I just watched it the other day, and I can't stop watching movies like this anymore. So
I like to think it only like destroys biological material, and that's why their clothes still exist.
saying that their socks and shoes are gone. If people wearing hats, those are gone.
Eh.
Underwear gone.
They're also that's still organic material. It's cotton.
I guess
Yeah, it makes no sense. But either way, I love
it
that movie.
looks cool on screen.
Yeah, when he comes back, he's all covered in dust, human
Oh,
dust.
it's so good. I love that scene.
Yeah, me too.
So
But
they're all
what's
being
all over you?
They're all being. God damn, we cannot focus on this movie.
Because
Yeah.
it sucks.
Yeah, they're all coming for getting.
This is the worst commentary ever. We can't. We talk about everything except the movie we're watching.
We are more interesting than the algorithm.
There's like a kind of an interesting, like kind of tricksy stuff with like the female one coming up, but it's kind of neat.
I don't understand why she knows. Like she's like, I have to get these two people.
Well, she's interacted with them quite a bit. They've been the ones coming in and out of the lab. Like she's seen them. Like it would make sense that
She's pissed at them.
maybe in like a primitive part of the brain.
Well, you can see from their perspective.
You still have like revenge on your mind in some way. I
Yeah.
think it's kind of it's fine with me.
It's fine. I'm just gonna not find. I'm gonna always just find something to poke at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think we picked this film on purpose as something that we want to like trash because this is
Yeah.
not a good film.
I'm surprised it's still going on.
Yeah, I just want more. Do we still have like a half hour? at
Calvin,
least?
Is it
there's
really?
there is so much more to this movie.
Yeah,
What do
you,
you mean
we
there's
have not
more?
even gotten to the ridiculous parts that make zero sense yet.
Dude, a helicopter cut like.
No,
like six
doesn't
of them
matter.
in
It
it.
gets so much
Doesn't
worse
matter. You
than
haven't even
this.
seen
It was
this.
like-
Calvin, you haven't even seen a snowmobile. Let's just calm
Yeah.
down.
A snowmobile.
Calvin, it gets so much worse than this.
Like this is the good part of the movie, is what we've been watching.
The CSI scenes.
Yes.
You're experiencing peak cinema right now. It
I'm so
only,
glad-
It
I'm
only
so
gets
glad that-
worse from here.
I really wish that my education would have been more thorough then, that I would have seen peak cinema before Amazon Prime.
Was it Ingmar Bergman has nothing on this film. How much do you think Jung factors into this film?
Oh, hugely. I mean, only because like the way he.
Wait, hold on. Are you hopping on the Jung train right now?
No, I'm not hopping on the Jung train right now.
Oh, I think you are. I think you are hopping on the Jung train. I think we're all aboard the Carl Jung train.
I hope you say that literally every time I mention his name. Like, I mention it like multiple times in a sentence, and just. I mean, the thing is like Jung interprets basically every myth, because most older myths are especially more rudimentary in the way they build characters. It's all about archetypes. So when you have something simplistic like this, that's really just about entertainment, he will definitely think of everybody in terms of archetypes. I just haven't been paying attention to whether any of those actually exist here, other than you've got your story. I mean,
Your old man archetype
hero.
with J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you got your old man archetype in the libertarian, like
Your classic, Carl Jung libertarian archetype.
Yeah, yeah,
He brings that
exactly.
up all the time. No, but I'm trying to get you to suss something out of this movie that's probably not there.
I mean, they're not giving me a whole lot.
Is damsel in distress a Carl? Is that a Carl Jungian archetype?
Not really, because it's mostly about anima expression, you know, and anima expression being like again, you have to think of most myths as being psychodramas. They're plays within a single person's mind.
The face of Chris Pratt just made. He's like, oh shit.
Oh man.
It's like, oh no, my daughter's gonna die.
I think you probably don't get that anima expression between Chris Pratt and his daughter in this because they're both kind of like the same sort of character. So I don't know if you could. I don't know if you could really differentiate
Well, that's the
too much
thing
between them.
Well, that's the thing. Like if they're the same type of character, then that's more likely an anima expression. They're an attribute of a person's subconscious. So if they're the same person but they're expressed as different genders, then it would be an anima expression of Chris Pratt.
Dude, I have to go back and listen to our other podcast because apparently I've completely missed out on what an anime.
I'll send you the PDF.
I sort of thought it was more of like if a character expressed emotions in a way that was like opposite of their gender. Apparently I'm not listening.
No, not it. An anime expression is like literally you can think of
Okay.
it as a projection. Like
This
the
part
character
coming up
like-
is very, very stupid.
okay. I'm excited.
Thank you for hopping on the Carl Jung train. We're all departing now.
Carl.
I just really wanted
Carl
to use that
can't do
sound
that.
pad.
That's
I said that craving that only hands could satisfy. Oh, almost cry again, Chris Pratt, please.
Try to act as hard as you can.
my God, she's crying out of her nose.
Yeah, she did.
You know that you have a duct, like the medial portion of your eye, like the one that's closest to your nose. There's a duct that leads into your nose, and so when you cry really hard, do you ever feel like
Oh,
your-
that's
Yeah,
why.
it comes out my nose like a motherfucker.
do you ever feel like your nose?
Oh,
Gets extra
here's the
runny?
thing.
It's because you have a duct that runs from your eyes into your nose. I was talking earlier about how I wanted my knowledge of physiology to make an appearance in this podcast, and it finally did. Thank you.
So he's trying to save her, even though he's about to be jumped back into the past.
Oh, this is gonna be heart wrenching, man.
You can
Oh, they're
feel it.
slipping. They're slipping. She's like, it's okay, Dad.
What do you think is gonna happen? Oh my God!
So this is the part that's really dumb.
I love that.
So not only is this,
No.
he jumps after her.
What would he do?
I don't know.
What would he do?
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
maybe if he grabs her,
The jump link will take
the
her back.
jump will take them both back.
So I'm assuming that doesn't happen. Okay. Man, that was such an interesting shot, though. Like, it's a beautifully like rendered, completely over dramatic, but just has an idea of like it reminds me of something like out of like Dante's Inferno, like like
it is a
creatures,
shot, yeah.
yeah, reaching from hell and like.
And that shot looked like shit. That's what we're talking about. Everything
No,
about that
I
was
get it is.
everything about that was shitty.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like the still itself is interesting.
It's
and
an
cool.
interesting shot in the service of a crappy scene.
It honestly
shot's
should have
bad.
been. It should honestly should have been the cover art for this film. Like
that
that's
actually
like,
would have been pretty cool on a poster.
yeah. Oh yeah. Right.
Like her.
Disagree
falling
with
and all these
everything that
things
you guys
together.
were saying.
why do you not like it? It's
I
so
thought the
cool.
shot looked terrible. I think it's cheesy and awful to have that in any movie
I think
ever.
I'm not saying it's not cheesy. I'm saying it is cheesy, but like as a concept of like how it looks, like a mound of like actual like bloodthirsty creatures trying to get at something that represented like that is just cool.
I disagree with you.
So they got the antigen or whatever across,
The toxin.
but they can't travel back in the future now. Because the uplink's off because they didn't control alt delete in time to turn off someone's
It doesn't make any sense.
what is it? Someone's playing Minesweeper while they were trying to do the jump link, and it ruined everything.
So no, the bridge got destroyed because the aliens
oh,
attacked it.
right.
But that still doesn't make any sense because like
well, because
it was there 30 minutes ago, so you could just jump to that time.
no, but they're on a boat moving constantly. Remember, from one point to another, they're both moving down a
It
raft.
doesn't make any
on a river.
fucking sense.
Well, but now they've moved past the time where the link is available. They've moved past that, so now they cannot jump forward to it because
I still don't.
that timeline isn't available anymore.
This seems like lazy writing to me.
I think it makes sense.
No, I disagree.
So why is this movie not over?
Dude, you got a while ago, buddy.
Why is it out of focus on the sides to make it seem like it's a memory?
Because it's shot on an iPhone, whatever, the new iPhone that blurs everything in the background. That's why.
No, it's not the background. It's the sides. It's focused on the center and blurs everything on the around the edges of the frames.
But why is that a thing that like have you watched like any NFL broadcasts lately where they focus on the players and then everything in the background's out of focus? Have you guys seen that?
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys
That's
noticed
pretty
that?
normal. They've done that for a
Why
while.
is that a
Long
thing?
time.
Why is that a thing?
That's a convention of the lens. So when you have a camera that's really far back and you want to zoom in on something, you have a really shallow depth of field. So
Yeah.
there's a small section of what is in focus. Everything out of it is going to a bit outside of that frame is going to be, or outside of that distance is then out of focus.
My question is like, why do people think that looks good?
It does look good.
I think it looks bad. It's like it's confusing to my eye because that's not how your brain processes like images. That's not.
Well, that's just the way
Us-
photography works.
Yeah.
Like that's you go back through like movies, like that's everywhere. The depth of field is something that we play with all the time.
I must be talking about something different then because there's a new thing where it's like it'll literally be like a player in front of you and like immediately behind him everything is blurry.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's not-
I can tell you exactly why that is.
I'm just saying I don't
That's
understand.
a DSLR camera. DSLRs are awful with that. They have you can actually get the depth of field so shallow that the face is in frame, but the nose is, or the face is in focus, but the nose is out of focus because it is too far. It is too close to the camera.
But why do they think people want to see that? Because that's not how the human eye perceives the world.
It's-
Why would we want to?
it's
so
just a-
confusing to me to see it because it feels so unnatural to look at it. It's confusing to me.
Yeah, it's more just a
Yeah.
convention of the
Yeah.
cameras.
Well, I'm just saying, so stop using those cameras. Then it's so odd.
It's going all digital. The reason is like the way digital processes light is different than the way film did, and that's why we mess with the depth of field so much in digital photography.
So we're gonna find out why this movie needs to continue for at least another half an hour right here.
Is it really? You keep saying half an hour, and it's been like 40 minutes since you said that.
It's
We've
been like 4 minutes,
It
Calvin.
has not, because it's like this.
I'm watching
it's
the
like
timer.
Third time. What are we at?
We're at 140.
We're at 1:04. Oh my god.
So he has a way to save the world. He's trying to brainstorm with his wife, like what they're gonna do.
Okay, so now I understand. So he goes back. So they are part of the same timeline, because he
Well,
goes
yeah.
back and they get to. Okay.
Wow, goddamn, Colin, you're about to be thrown through a loop here. Chris Pratt is so bad at pretending to be sad. He's so bad at it.
They're
He does
also
a good job in Guardians of the Galaxy. Like Yondu dies.
yeah. They're not helping him out with the way they're framing their shots, and like they're giving him these weird close-ups that are focusing on different things that like they they need to be
doing
executed
like a weird thing with his
perfectly.
mouth. Did you see that? He's like pushing his tongue into his like upper lip and everything. It's just
Except for
like
the tongue, teeth, and lips.
he just
It's poorly edited. It's poorly framed.
Yeah.
Like that's why like these things, they feel so weird. Like that needs to be an even closer close up, because then you're really focusing on other things.
I just. So yeah, so they're coming to a conclusion, trying to kind of.
So this whole
resolve
thing-
where it is.
So nobody else in the history of this whole fucking situation has thought that maybe that they're still there where they landed because they have no evidence of where they landed.
And like they said, first of all, so thousands of people have died. So that means thousands more lived and came back, and no one had this idea.
No, but like I'm saying, you don't even have to come back to have this idea. You just have to not be like
Like no one in the future had that idea either.
no, but
and they-
nobody in the existence of anything had this idea, which it should have happened. Like there should be multiple people having this idea of like, hey, we didn't know, we have no information of where they landed or how they got here. We just know where they came from. Like it's the spot of origin on Earth. Maybe go look at that fucking spot.
How did the people from the future not like that? Would have been good intel. If you're coming from the future, you should have just been like, hey, everyone on Earth, go check here.
Yes.
Around here, like search. Because you might just like quell this thing, like you might just choke this thing out in its crib.
Yeah.
How are they the only ones who figured it out?
It makes no sense.
This movie's brutal. I can't describe it any other way. This movie is so brutal to go through. He's got his White Claw. What
It
do they
wasn't a
call-
bar.
Yeah.
Spikes.
Yeah, white
They
spikes.
call them white spikes. Yeah.
Yeah, but he did just call that a claw. So
Oh, and they set this guy up as being like a lab tech. Yeah.
well, he was science-y before.
Volcanic ash that ties into
Oh
the
yeah,
volcanoes.
volcanoes, because they're the fury
Maybe
of
that's his
Mother
kid.
Nature or
Oh
something.
my
like,
god.
See, That's
Amazing
what's-
foreshadowing.
I knew that was a relevant line. because
You
it was
did
so
not.
obtuse.
Shut the hell up. You did not.
Do you know any volcano experts?
Shut up.
They literally. Oh my god!
I actually forgot that this happened. Fuck me.
I called it. You guys, I'm the only one laughing at this very important. No wonder it felt so stupid. It was actually important.
Oh my god, this movie is so dumb. I forgot that this.
Why are
happened.
they talking to a high school kid? Like,
I hate this film. I gotta hate this.
what? Laptop.
The kid is the best part of the movie.
Yeah, this is like unreal. Like why we wouldn't just talk to actual scientists.
Yeah.
Yeah, he even mentioned scientists doing these experiments, but don't worry, dude. I got this infographic on my laptop.
It's not even his. He just got a laptop.
Yeah, it's just like you would think that someone who would know this would have their own laptop.
Calvin, I can't handle this anymore. I had to get one of your Avery Brewery, the Kaiser.
Not a sponsor.
This is an 8% alcohol beer. I had to get it because this movie is just it's too much, man.
I know.
I gotta drown it out, man.
What time is it? I might crack another one just because. How am I gonna?
Yeah,
Oh my
you-
God, Jared Pulse again.
Here you go. Calvin, you take this one. I'll get another one.
Okay, I appreciate that. It's only
uh,
12:30. We got time for another.
I was drinking 6% before that. I just
Just
gotta pump it up.
You
man.
gotta
This
you
film
upgrade to big boy drinks.
This film is too much. I love that you call him Jared Polis. That's so funny.
Oh my
Amazon
God.
Sciences.
Why do they
kill me?
Oh my God.
Kill me. I actually am surprised. It's actually kind of subdued on the Amazon product placement.
Yeah,
I'm
and I think
surprised-
part
I'm
of that is
surprised
like,
they-
I mean, part of it is like,
How crazy if he got the toxin delivered? Like,
I'm surprised they
yeah,
were
I'm
like.
surprised it wasn't
Smiley face.
delivered by a drone.
It would be funny if they were like, "We're the Amazon of time travel." If that's what like the people from the future said, or like, "We're the Amazon of
Jeffrey Bezos is playing J.K. Simmons' character.
we're the Amazon of toxin creation in this lab." Like,
I honestly think that like maybe like at some like circle jerk like narcissism, like, well, let's take J.K. Simmons and we're gonna make him just like I envision myself.
Yeah.
Slap on a beautiful beard and some rippling muscles.
I
Going
think
to
he should be wearing a
space, baby.
cowboy hat. Yeah.
you don't think Jeffrey Bezos imagines himself with hair?
No.
I just think he's not. He's like, let's keep it as realistic as possible.
I don't think that. I think that guy has evolved to the point where he's no longer a human being anymore. I think money has changed him so much that he's ascended to a level beyond understanding how human beings interact.
That's
anymore.
probably like why he wants to go to space. He wants to be like Dr. Manhattan and
Yeah.
live on Mars by himself.
Yeah, I think that the guy should probably shoot himself off and go as far away as he can. I would help fund that.
Yeah, exactly.
There was this GoFundMe
next-
page that was like maybe not GoFundMe, but it was just like some kind of internet page, something going on there.
Right.
Maybe petition like, don't let Jeffrey Bezos back into Earth.
maybe he's better off up there. Maybe we're all better off with him up there.
He doesn't even run Amazon anymore. It doesn't matter. His parasite that he's planted on Earth is not stopping now.
Did you see that Elon Musk tweet where it was like
He
Jeffrey Bezos retired that way he could take a full-time job suing SpaceX? It's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, those guys just go away.
I love Elon. No, he's like a bad person, but he's funny.
He is funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Some smoke weed with Joe Rogan. I was like, yeah, I like this guy.
No, there's nothing
That's
to
all
like.
it took.
There's nothing to like about Elon Musk.
He made I just hit my tooth on the microphone. He made
Dude,
flamethrower.
I cannot get over how much of a bumbling fool you are around. We've had these new microphones for like a couple weeks now, and you bunk everything on them.
Uh-huh.
It's amazing.
I just happened with my tooth. Yeah, I forgot.
I'm actually like impressed by how many times you managed to hit the microphone. I'm not even mad.
Oh yeah, okay. You were talking about
This is
snowmobiles.
This is it, man. You thought the movie might be over once time travel stopped, and now we have to go through all of this.
Why did they have to get to the sites?
That's where the aliens are.
Yeah,
It's
but
where
why did
they-
they have to get it there before sundown?
I don't know.
Why is it dramatic? Like,
Fuck, I actually don't know why.
why
they
is
did
his
that.
dad here again? I actually
His
missed
dad
that
is
part.
helping them.
But why?
He went
He
in
misses his dad.
because his dad has a lot of guns and he missed him.
But he doesn't want to do anything with the government. So why is he
That's
like?
nothing to do with the government. It has to do with his granddaughter.
yeah, it's-
I guess, but he also doesn't give a shit about her.
Why did he
so-
get drafted?
he's probably too old, or maybe he
There
probably,
was old ass
hiding.
dudes walking.
Dang, I don't even
Yeah.
know, man. Probably because
Probably does not have a cell phone.
He probably took the little wrist thing off,
Yeah.
and yeah, I still think that'd be funny if all you have to do is not have a cell phone and no one can text you to tell you
Yeah.
you're drafted. I think that's a funny
I slept through
funny
my
way to
alarm.
look at this.
So get the message, just huck that thing. Nope.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just didn't.
I lost
even
my
get the
phone.
Amber Alert.
Really, because we triangulated, it seems like the exact moment that you got the message, your phone went about 50 feet west of you.
Okay, Calvin, how far from now do you think the climax of this film is?
I honestly don't know. Like, there have been so many different climaxes in different senses.
When does Chris Pratt fight the big bad?
Is there a big bad?
Just give me a timeline. Give me in amount of minutes. How long do you think
How much
you
time
are?
do we have left in the film?
I'm not telling you.
No,
how,
I already know. Like, what? I don't know what you mean by that. Like,
how
I don't
long
know,
do you
like-
think you are from the end of this film?
It feels like there's only like 20 minutes left. You know,
Seems about right.
there's like 10 minutes of action and then 10 minutes of resolution.
Okay.
Oh, well, we are not to the action yet, so.
No, it's funny to try and plot out when you think this movie's going to end, because the first time I watched it, I thought it ended like a long time ago. And then I thought it was going to end after that, and then it just keeps going. This is an incredibly long film to get through.
Yeah, that's
for
why.
no reason.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering why it was 2 hours and 20 minutes.
I wish you hadn't seen that before we started.
I mean, I always look at the runtime before, so I know what I'm getting
Yeah, you
into.
fucking cheater. You were supposed to go into this blind, man. That was the whole point of this.
He had already seen the alien.
Yeah, the runtime is like the first thing you look at when you see a film, whether or not you even see it in theaters.
I don't think I ever
That's not
looked at-
necessarily true.
I don't
I've
think I
never
ever
looked at
runtime.
runtime for
Really?
theaters,
No.
unless it's like the Avengers movies are 3 hours. I was like, sweet. Everyone was like, that's way too long. I'm like, make this movie 8 hours. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever looked at runtime. If it just looks interesting, I'm gonna watch it.
See, the runtime to me says something about a film sometimes, like what to expect in terms of how they're treating the material.
I get a lot of Alien vs Predator vibes from this. You know, when they like
Yeah.
cut that hole through the ice and they're like going into like the depths of the temple. You
Yep.
know, I get a lot of the same vibes from that film in this one, which might mean they're lazy, or it might mean that there's just no good way to film people going through a tunnel in snow without it all looking the same.
Yeah. I mean, and that's, art imitates art. So it's hard to say sometimes whether it's laziness or whether it's just an homage. But yeah. Getting some Planet Earth vibes.
This is on the planet Earth. So.
Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about that Will Smith movie?
No. I'm talking about the documentary.
Oh, that's after.
Yeah, that's after the
The
movie.
movie
you're
is
talking
very
about.
bad.
I had imagined so. Any movie with face de-aging technology. It's terrible.
I don't think there's any of that in that movie.
I'm pretty sure they used it on Will Smith.
What?
Yeah,
Why?
exactly.
He plays a dad.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Didn't they, Connor? They used face de-aging technology on Will Smith in After Earth.
I don't know anything about that.
I don't think so. I think you're thinking of Gemini
I did
Man.
my
Maybe it
very
is Gemini
best to
Man,
avoid it.
but-
Are you talking about Gemini Man?
That's
Yeah. Okay. That's
what I
I'm
just
That's
thinking
the
of.
one
yeah.
where they have young Will Smith and old Will Smith.
Yeah, this one is just Jaden Smith and Will Smith.
Conspiracy Santa. That's this.
He's funny,
The
man.
whole movie jokey. Though.
Yeah. Like it's obviously nothing that someone would actually say in this situation, but it's hilarious.
Yeah.
He looks right at his dad.
Mm.
Lets him know he's getting a second chance now. Score swells. We're supposed to feel something.
Don't you have the toxin? What the fuck is the point of the toxin now? If you're just gonna, you guys brought a fucking concrete saw.
They brought demo saws to the.
Yeah, wait, do they have the toxin with them?
I don't know. They should.
No,
What is the
no.
fucking point of the toxin at this point?
No. They gave it away to the government to make more of it.
So they literally just came here to AVP this entire.
Yeah. So the dude's an
Yeah,
idiot.
I was right. Yeah, this is this part of the film that we're in now is Alien vs Predator.
Oh my gosh!
We
see, look
moved
at
on
that.
from
Literally.
CSI.
Yeah, you got. It absolutely is. It is just literally like.
It is. It's it's Jeffrey Bezos' algorithm just picked things from different movies that it thought would work.
And he
it's
picked a guy
it's
who he
gonna
just put their
capture a
name
wide
on as a
audience.
director.
Yeah.
It's amazing that some people actually thought this was good.
A lot of people thought this was like really good.
Wow. Okay. I'm actually gonna look up some reviews of this because I'm very interested.
I'm sure
I
the
don't-
Rotten Tomato score is very low.
I'm interested. I want to know if the guy I read the most writes for the Atlantic, David Sims. I really want to know what he's written about this. If he wrote anything about it. This feels like one of those like, I don't know. A lot of people talked about this movie, so I feel like it's culturally relevant, but it's incredible. Oh, new.
Yeah, of course, because like, who are those White Spice gonna fly the spaceship down to Earth? No, they're like dogs.
I mean, they have.
You got a little hint of Prometheus in this too. You know, where
Yeah.
Prometheus they kind of are dropping off the kind of toxin or
Oh,
whatever that makes the
yeah.
aliens like
What is it? The engineers.
the engineers drop off. You got a little bit of that vibe too.
And look at how this is like. Oh my!
This is
gosh.
straight from Pokemon 2000. Mewtwo's clone.
It's a bunch of Mewtwo's in there.
What? No, it's a bunch of different Pokemon. Because Mewtwo clones the
You're
other
right.
Pokemon.
You're right.
Yeah.
Where you got a Venusaur with like a weird
Yeah.
tattoo on it,
Yeah.
and they got Blastoise with like weird, like
Marks. They all just have like weird
yeah,
marks on them. Yeah.
yeah. I guess I can't say tattoo in a different way twice.
Yeah. I don't think they're tattoos. They're like birthmarks. but yeah.
I know. It just that's how I decided to describe it. Why do you gotta call me out, man?
A 52 on Rotten Tomato. That's higher than I thought it would have.
That's amazing.
3 out of 5 on Common Sense Media, and a 6.6 on IMDb.
Okay, who cares about those? What does Metacritic say? Yeah, see, they have the toxin. Everybody's got plenty of toxin.
Okay, yeah. Metacritic puts it at a 45.
Amazing to me.
Out of what?
100.
100, I would assume.
I mean, it could be 45 out of 46, and then this.
Yeah,
is
that'd be crazy.
A really good.
I mean, if they're
film.
going off the basis of the way we rate things, it could be out of anything.
It's a base 47 scale.
Right. 6.5 user score on this film.
Yeah, who cares about the user score? Like they don't know what they're looking for.
Yes, they do. They're looking for a movie they want to watch, Calvin. And apparently, this is that.
They want to be fed what Jeffrey Bezos thinks they should watch.
Jeffrey Bezos. You did it.
I love it. I think of that song. He's like, "You won capitalism. You did it."
Go where? What do you mean go? What are they doing?
Go.
So they're just going to blow it up now. So they didn't even need the toxin.
It's a souvenir. Take this claw.
Literally, all they didn't need, like, explosions kill them. So, like, why do you need the toxin to bring it to the ship?
Did he just say, "Give it to your daughter"?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Does she have a claw later in the film?
No, because this is changing the timeline.
Oh, okay, I suppose you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. I love it.
You gotta
It's
be
pretty
kidding.
fucking cool. Like, this part's tight.
This is so like from the game like Unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal Tournament.
It's
I love
literally
it.
like Gears of War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the first time I ever played Gears of War, we were like, me and my friend were playing it, and like we didn't really understand what was going on. All of a sudden, one of us chainsawed the other, and we were like, "What is
Yeah.
this?"
No, I remember the first time me playing that game too was with you and Kiefer.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all I'm gonna do is chainsaw people. I'm not.
Yeah,
even
that's
gonna
all we
shoot
did
this
after
guy.
that. We just
Yeah.
kind of like sword fenced
Yeah.
until one of us
I used
eventually
to
chainsawed the
I
other.
used to play Gears of War 2 online a lot with Kiefer.
Oh yeah,
And like I mean we got like really into it because back then you could like split screen and still play Xbox Live.
right.
And so Kiefer and I just played like all night long. And it was like the ultimate climax to like punk someone and get them with the chainsaw. Like it's like like imagine it's the same as like teabagging someone in Halo. It's like you're so bad at this game that I chainsawed you.
Yeah, or assassinations, like
It's
when
like
those
a-
came up in like
Yeah.
Halo 4, I loved those for that same reason. Like just like like an extra level of you're not even paying attention.
You're
See,
so
the toxin was
bad.
completely unnecessary because all they
They
did
could
was
have just
blow
blown
it up. Yeah.
Could have just blown it up.
Wow. Were they all female?
No.
No.
They all looked female for some reason.
You might actually you might be right. Who fucking knows?
Yeah. Or cares really at this point, Calvin.
Yeah. I wish.
So okay, so you're gonna get even more annoyed by this film because J.K. Simmons only gets better,
Yeah.
and you're gonna be like, why was he not in this movie the whole time? Because he's actually great in this.
Yeah, like why wasn't he the main character, not Chris Pratt?
Or
Yeah,
like
Chris Pratt should have played his dad.
or like what if they? I'm just saying, what if they have like a father son, a strange father son get recruited at the same time? They both have to go to the future and fight this thing. Their banter and their chemistry is actually pretty good in this.
Yeah.
That would make this film much more interesting.
And I don't know if it's necessarily their chemistry. It's just the fact that J.K. Simmons is so good in general. Because Chris Pratt has not done anything worth laughing at even, you know?
Yeah, J.K. Simmons could have chemistry with a totally inert bit of particles, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the same thing. Like
Yeah, he's
imagine
just
him
so
like
good.
playing in
Yeah.
Castaway. Can you imagine like
Dude,
a
that'd be
super,
sweet.
like a super cynical like Castaway where instead of Tom Hanks we get J.K. Simmons? I absolutely would love. That would be a cult classic on top of being like
That'd be
Oscar
really
bait.
Good, yeah.
How do they have time to build a snowman? Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's a female.
Yeah. She has a red belly. She's pregnant. Like,
Mm-hmm.
It's a terrible shot, though.
There's a review that says,
yeah, see the snowmobile. I told you, Calvin.
What? Could have just shot her.
there's a review that says the monster reminds me of a plucked turkey with worms. It's amazing.
That single shot out of 50.
Many
She didn't
reviews
like.
on how this movie takes ideas and designs from other movies. And I just don't see it, or I just don't get it.
Wait, what? What did it say?
Right there, this one. Oh, you went too far, or something happened. Now it's gone. Oh well.
Oh, did she fall down?
Nope, it was down.
Oh, he's gonna die now.
That one.
What?
Yeah, this review, it says many reviews go on about how this movie takes ideas and designs from other movies, and I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Everything about this film is taken from a different film.
Why are they just spinning now?
Because they're in a snowstorm and it's dramatic.
Well, surprised that they both just wouldn't be dead after that.
Hey, they're main characters, Calvin.
I would have definitely
Chris Pratt
thought
just
that-
got shot in the dick.
definitely would have thought
I
that
love
J.K.
this
Simmons.
part. This is actually amazing to me. He's go full melee on him. I just love it. That pickup and slam is awesome. Like,
Now it's just blind.
this scene could have taken place 45 minutes earlier.
Yep.
Yeah.
And maybe the film might have come across pretty okay.
He squirted it with the toxins. Or injected it. I guess not squirted.
Was it? I thought he just stabbed her.
No, I think you're right. That is the technical term. When you inject a toxin, you squirt it in the.
Sweet.
No, I think you are right about that.
Oh my god! It just bit off its arm.
Well, because
Pretty sure that's not how blood works.
you don't know about alien blood, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, they clearly have some sort of cardiovascular.
I love
system.
that line in that little Dickie song when he's talking about aliens. He's like, granted, I don't know how the alien heart works, but what if it was racing?
That's that pillow talk.
Yeah.
I love that song. I love that song. I love this. He's just like baiting her.
Can't even see him. Oh, it smells of blood.
But she senses blood, which was not established in the film before, as far as I know.
Oh, it sniffed.
Not only that, like I'm sure they're both bleeding already, anyways.
Yeah. That looks so good.
He just was barely able to stand. I hate this movie.
Oh my god.
How is this thing not dead?
Like, okay, this is again amazing gratuitous violence for a movie that, for all intents and purposes, is not tonally fit for it.
It's also amazing considering like how this creature is like world beating, like just like destructive, and is getting like beaten to hand to hand combat with a small man.
Kicks it in the head.
Oh my god! Yeah, this is Sparta. This is literally what that shot is. This is this. Oh my god! That's the Gerard Butler kick from
300.
from 300.
And it explodes.
Why did it explode?
Yeah,
Because the movie.
Jose Enrique Narat said, "I have to say that the oh wait no this is the wrong."
This is a shot, and now this is a shot from like what is it?
See, J.K. Simmons is amazing, though.
I just don't understand how some people think this.
Look how many people have given us 5 stars.
Wow, this is amazing. Okay, so
What the fuck?
this guy Joe Luna He says his 3 points are: it promotes veterans, it had too many strong female characters, there were too many people of color, it was unrealistic. Let me open up more of that.
Crypto racism.
What's crypto?
It's like
What's crypto racist creed? What does that mean?
it's like anti-racism things. I don't know, man. Something about like you don't like white people type of thing.
So this guy is like a bigot. It had too many female characters and it had too many people of color.
Yes, this
Those are
guy's
his
over here.
knocks against it?
But for some reason, he gives it 5 stars.
That's amazing.
Wow, fuck this Joe Luna guy.
I think he missed everything that was actually wrong with the film.
Yeah, he added his own wrong things based on his terrible personality, I assume. Wow, heck that guy. That's awful. That's like really terrible.
I'd like you to meet your grandpa. Like, so it's okay. We're literally establishing that he never met her.
No,
So
that was
why does
established
he-
before.
Why
I
does
think
he
that's-
care?
I think that's the point because they set up because like his wife's like, well, you know someone who can help you, and he's like, I'll never talk to him again. I already swore him off. So I
Yeah,
think
why is he doing that though? Like, why would he have a change of heart to actually like?
they just fought a world-ending beast together. Of course he's gonna.
That's
have a
what I
change of
mean.
heart.
Like, why did they? Why was that his motivation then? Like
Dude,
for his
dude,
granddaughter.
he's still gonna save his granddaughter, even though he's never met her, dude. That's
That doesn't
crazy,
make any
Calvin.
sense. Like, he literally has
You're,
never met
you're
her
an insane
anymore.
person right
You
now,
have-
Calvin.
How would
you have a biological imperative to kind of.
I would say that,
Most
but
people
like,
do.
Well, and like
but
he was
character
asking to see, he was
motivations-
asking like meet his granddaughter and stuff earlier because he wants to be part of her life.
Did I missed that then? Okay. I think I should watch these movies before we actually do
And it's
commentaries.
over.
Like,
Let's go.
that's
All right.
it.
All right, so I give this one -1 White Claws.
I don't know.
dude.
I'm not even willing to rate this. This is just so bad.
Yeah, it is.
So
I love it for that. It's like, like, it's one of those like, it's honestly like it goes beyond like campy cult classic to like this new genre of incredibly high production campy cult classic, which is so crazy that they made a movie so bad with such a giant budget that it's gonna be a cult classic for something stupid like that. But I actually think like that's like where AI goes at this point, like with the confluence of
So we are under
something-
the impression that this film was created by an artist.
I mean, there was not
has
that,
to be.
that
It has-
was not
it
created
must
by
be.
a human. There was
It must be.
There were 0 human elements in this movie.
I'm pretty sure that Mark Zuckerberg wrote the script.
That guy is not a person either. He's like a
what I
lizard
mean.
man. Like that dude is.
That's why.
wild.
That's why the coolest things in the whole film were like the lizard alien creatures. It's like I'm gonna let my people shine. Yeah, so I give it like a 4. Like I enjoyed how awful it was and how very it had nothing to do with like actual like story development or character development
or development.
consistent anything to be considered like a real story, but it's hilarious.
So you find this to be a so bad it's good film?
Oh yeah, it's one of those.
If we're rating Seth, then yeah, I'd give it like.
I mean,
a
that's
3 or 4.
that's kind of like like it's there's some things that like are okay. You know, it's still hard
we
to
talked
make
about
movies,
like
but
the creature design is pretty cool.
that's it's
The
honestly
algorithm
amazing.
came up with a really good creature design.
They figured out that they gave us all something to love.
I just don't understand what this movie is.
Oh, I love this lawyer drafty, hardworking drafty, broken back drafty,
Tank top drafty.
There's sad draft.
Drafty angel.
drafty number 1 and number 2.
Veteran Susan.
Who's Latoya?
Yeah, how can yeah?
That's her name is Latoya, the actress as well.
What?
That's amazing.
I missed that. What? There's more. Oh, okay. Those are
Wow,
not.
this is actually a pretty short credit.
Oh no.
No, yeah,
That was
the
just
Georgia
cast.
symbol was just a lot earlier than it normally
Oh,
is.
okay,
yeah.
okay. Usually that one shows up at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, filmed in Georgia or whatever.
So many films are done there.
Yeah, I just think this film has no idea what it is. It has.
I think that's
It barely
I think that's what it
qualifies
is.
actually as like a film, but that's why I think it's funny and enjoyable for that reason.
I'm glad.
It's like I almost feel like it was like 8 different studios shooting. Okay, you guys are gonna do the CSI bits. You guys are gonna do like the future scenes.
Yeah.
And then they're like, and then we'll just throw everything together because we've got this great algorithm that tells us like if we create modules of all of these different shows or ideas and throw them together, we're gonna have a winner.
Let's have them, get a Prime account, have all the ideas shipped in next day.
Yeah,
good.
Exactly. So yeah, that's where I put it. It's an unreal, unbelievable 4 of 10.
This is a 4 out of
Definitely a 4 White Claws.
It's a 4 out of 10 based on it's
so bad
it's good.
That's the only
This
way.
is not an actual film that we're really rating.
I'm not rating it based on its its
merit?
coherence.
It's
no,
actual-
absolutely.
it's actual,
There's zero merit here.
Its properties as an actual film. We're not rating it on that scale.
Like you'd have to look at individual shots and
Assistant to Mr. Pratt.
oh yeah, you'd have to rate individual shots on their own individual merit. Because the thing is like once you start editing everything together, that's when everything goes off runs off the rails. So
Yeah, I guess it's a so bad it's good film.
So bad it's entertaining. I wouldn't say so bad it's good. I don't know about that.
yeah,
I mean,
Because it's not good.
good as entertaining.
to me,
Agreed.
like good and entertaining is like interchangeable. It's, for what I'm, my purposes, I guess. So bad it's good. I say it's like
They had a COVID compliance supervisor.
Nice.
They had
Good
one.
job, Marley.
They had
Marley O.
They had
shout
one.
Out to, shout
they
out
had
to Marley O.
Yeah, they had one person for this entire production as a COVID supervisor.
Good for Marley O.
What?
He did it, man.
I was just thinking it was a lady.
Who are loopers? I don't actually know what that means.
Let me get my
See,
score.
okay, so
Let me
here's your
get my
first
score
unit.
real quick,
Here's
man.
your second unit. I guarantee you there has to be like 8 of these. I mean, already the second unit is massive.
Yeah, it's
While we're
huge.
looking at it, I'm going to give my score. I think this is so bad it's good.
Oh my
I
God,
think
chefs.
Dude, Calvin won't stop, man.
I'm sorry. I'm just so enamored.
Iceland
Like,
unit.
there's the Iceland unit. That was in Iceland.
I think it's so bad it's good. This is even like kind of low for that. I just think, well, shit, maybe not. Maybe I'm about with you. Maybe it's like a 5 out of 10 because I thought this was so entertaining that I thought you had to see it.
Yeah, and that's
So
kind
I
of like
guess I
There's
can't.
more chefs.
I can't deny that. Like I thought it was so entertaining that I had to make you guys watch it. So yeah,
It's-
I'll go to 5 out of 10. So bad it's good.
yeah. See, it's weird sometimes how that works. Like how the cinema is a communal thing. Like, oh man, you got to see this because it's life changing. And sometimes that life changing bit is like a question of like our own mortality, and sometimes it's like, how did this get made?
There's so many people.
This is still just the Iceland unit too. I'm pretty sure.
No, I think it's.
Did we move on?
Yeah.
And there's only 3 units. Amazing.
Like this isn't on the same level as like Troll 2. So bad it's good.
No, it's not.
Like that to me is like that's
Animators.
That's 10 out of 10. So bad it's good. So I'm willing
Yeah.
to put this at like 5 out of 5.
Yeah. So I'd say
I
it's
love
like-
that film. It's just like,
I haven't actually seen it. I've seen the documentary on it.
oh, it's so good. It's
And,
like
yeah.
Milbog, it's goblin backwards. It's so good. Oh, it's amazing. We gotta watch that film. Jaden, what do you give this? Well, by the way, we're running through the credits
sure I already said it.
because everyone needs to watch the credits. We've talked about that. If you go to a film, watch the credits. Everyone deserves their due. Not just the directors and the actors. Everyone involved deserves their
It's always like to find
their
the
pound of
crazy
flesh.
names.
So,
Yeah.
what do you give? Yeah, what
I
do you
think
give?
I already gave mine.
You said -1. I can't actually
No,
put
but
that
then I
into
gave mine like so bad it's so good. It's good score or whatever. And I don't remember what it was. And I want to contradict myself now.
I didn't hear it.
Well, you got to go again then.
Yeah. We'll take the
A fucking 2. I don't care
A fucking
about this movie or anything with it. Yeah.
I think it deserves being watched to see. This is what like.
I
this
don't
is-
think it deserves it. I think nobody should watch it because then they won't make movies like this anymore.
I think it deserves.
There's that part that I agree with too, but
I think it deserves to be watched so that people can understand what like. This is like legitimately bad cinema.
I'd hardly call it
Yeah,
cinema.
it's streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just streamed content. That's
What-
all it is.
whatever you
That's what I'm
wanna
saying.
call-
It's,
I'm
that's
saying-
not like I'm saying when you guys are saying like it's like very qualifies as a film. Like it's just content at this point. It's just like, hey, we've went through a pandemic. We haven't had any new movies. People are getting bored. Just fucking put something ridiculous out there. Put an action star in it. Ship it out of there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a good thing to watch just because it's so odd, I guess.
Yeah. I just
No animals were harmed. It's good. Those horses. That's why they.
okay. I
killed
keep
off
waiting
screen.
for the one movie that's like accidentally we did harm one. Just full disclaimer. But we cut that part.
We stepped on like a cat's tail or something. They have to say it.
Yeah, you're legally obligated to put that in your credit sequence.
All right, and with that, we've reached the end of the credits. I'm your host, Connor. I have my co-host, Jaden,
Yep.
and former guest, Calvin.
Thanks for having me back.
Look for us on SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else you want to find your you want to suffice your podcast needs. With that, you've been listening to Now This Is Podcasting.